Thank you. How are you? Nice to be here. I'm an easily frustrated individual. Like recently, I went to go buy some T-shirts, right? All I wanted was like one solid color. You know, it took me 20 minutes just to find a T-shirt that was just like one solid color, you know? Because nowadays, all the T-shirts, they have to have like those stupid like balls-to-the-wall sports slogans across them. You know what I mean? They say like above the rim, or like life short, play hard. There's like some 60-pound dork standing there wearing the shirt going, yeah. Yeah, I'm crazy, I got no fear. I think they should have the real slogans across these T-shirts like no girlfriend. You know? Living at home with parents. 83 escort, yeah! Living large. Making $4.10 an hour, who's the man? They're losers. These are the same people. They go out and they buy like those Air Jordans in the Shaq shoe, thinking it's gonna make them like a better hoop player, you know? Spend like $150. I got the Shaq shoe. I'm gonna be awesome, man. Like kicking the ball. It's like, no, dude, you suck and now you're poor. Right? Thanks. So, anyways, went out with this girl the other night. I got fixed up because I'm a dork and that's basically how it works. And I don't even know this woman, okay? Don't even know her. And right off the bat, she starts like telling me all these crazy stories about her life, you know? And she keeps making this face at the end of it, right? She's like freaking me out. She's like, oh my God, Bill, you wouldn't believe this, right? Isn't that, I came in late. I didn't think it was any big deal, but my mom was still up. She's like, where have you been? I was like, ever see girls do that? I was like, what the hell was that mean? She's like ending every story this way the whole day. She's like, God, Blake today, cheer with her new boyfriend. I was like, it's like freaking out. I'm like, what do I have to do, end my stories with faces? Okay, I was driving to work today. Someone cut me off. I was like, it's ridiculous. The whole day she's like, I'm going, everybody's looking at us like, finally just like brought her home like an hour earlier and her dad was like, way to go, son. So anyways, I'm driving home from the state and I'm alone, right? I'm looking around my car, okay? I'm looking around, I got 4 doors, I got 4 seats, I got all this space, you know? You know what I realized? I don't need it. You know what I mean? I live alone. I don't need a 4-door car. I need like a 1 passenger, like 1 door, 1 little wiper, one little spray thing, you know? Just make the rest a trunk, you know what I mean? But you know what stinks when you only need 1? Is everything comes in 4s. You know, like the other day I went to buy some dishes. What do I get? What do I get? I get 4 plates. Get 4 forks, 4 spoons, 4 knives, 4 glasses. Buy a table, I get 4 chairs. You know, all it is a constant reminder that I'm alone and I'm a loser. You know? It's like, wow, look at all the chairs. How come they're all empty? Oh yeah, I'm alone. All right. Tell you know what the worst are? Are the cookbooks. Cookbooks are the worst because it's always cooking for 4. You know what I mean? It's always like, and I flunked math. So I can't divide a third of a cup by 4, so I got to cook the whole stupid thing. Got all this spaghetti. Look at all the spaghetti. Why is there so much food? Oh yeah, I'm alone. I'm a loser. They should have like a loser cookbook. You know? Cooking for 1, alone and dealing with it. Recipes be like, take 3 peas and 1 carrot, put it in the microwave and cry. So, as you can see, basically a frustrated guy, and I've actually tried to look back in my life, see what the source of all my anger is, you know. Can't afford therapy, so I was like, all right, to hell with it. I'll analyze myself, it's cheaper. What the hell? So I've narrowed this down. Basically, when I was a kid, I used to have like bright orange hair. It wasn't like this reddish-brown crap that you see. It was like bright orange, right? And it was like the 70s, so I had this big afro. So I'm walking around like a total loser, but I'm 3 years old, I just got here, I don't know I'm a loser, right? I'm thinking I'm looking cool, like, all right, yeah. So one day I put on the Brady Bunch. Remember that episode where Bobby washed Greg's hair? With that really cheesy shampoo? His hair like turns all orange. And he like freaks out, like looks right at the camera. He's like, graduation's tomorrow, and I have orange hair. I'm like 3 years old, going, what the hell's wrong with that? My name's Billy Burr. You guys had a lot of fun. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Very funny. Billy Burr, everybody. Take a break. We'll be right back.
Yes. All right. How are you? Nice to be here. I was working in Las Vegas last week. It's the first time I ever went out there, right? And everyone was telling me, all I heard was like how nice it was going to be. Like, dude, you got to go to Vegas. You're going to love it. Yeah. Right? And I get there, and it was the most evil place I've ever been to in my life. Seriously, I felt like I had like a devil on both shoulders, and they were like battling it out to try to see who would give me like a worse suggestion, you know? I'm just walking down the street, and I'm hearing stuff like, smoke some crack. No, get a hooker. Going, hey, this is a good town. Smoke some crack and get a hooker. All right. There's an old lady. Push her down. Grab her purse. Do it. It was evil. It's like 110 degrees out the whole week, too. Me, a redhead in the middle of the damn desert, right? I couldn't even go outside. All the tan people were like, woo, this is great. Yeah, all right. I go outside. I'm like running from casino to casino. Sounds like, ooh, look, a redhead. Watch me light him up. So all I did was I just stood around. I was like watching people gamble. Let me tell you something. People who play slots have got to be the biggest morons I've ever seen in my life. They're playing a game like a monkey could play. There's no game plan. There's no higher or lower, hit me or stay. They just sit there with a cup of quarters for hours, just sitting there going like this, just going, Shang-Shing, loser. Gee, this is a good game. Shang-Shing, loser. Gee, I need a new strategy. I think I'll go to this one over here. Shang-Shing, Thank you. So, one cool thing was they had like a lot of homeless people out there, you know? I love homeless people, you know? Seriously, they're like free entertainment, you know? You know the ones I'm talking about? Like those crazy ones? Like walking around, like talking to Bill and saying, my favorite part's when they like start hallucinating, like, it's a damn thing over my God, Jake. I just love watching like regular people trying to figure out how they're gonna like get around him on the sidewalk. Oh my God, what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh my God, he's peeing. Get back on the bus, he's peeing. Plus, you know what's cool? Is they don't make me feel guilty. Because I know there's nothing I can do to help that guy, you know? He's too crazy. Seriously, what can I do for that guy? I can give him like the nicest suit ever, shave his beard off. He's still gonna walk into a job interview going, sorry, pal, can't use ya. So, I have insomnia. I can't sleep at all, you know? So all I do is I just like watch TV at night. You know what I love watching? My favorite things at night? You guys ever check out like infomercials? Infomercials have to be like the funniest thing on TV now. I just love like the host sales style. Because rather than good cop, bad cop, what do they have? They have like smart guy and then really dumb guy. Right? One guy knows all about the product, the other guy doesn't quite get what the hell's going on. So then he's got to start asking questions. It can be the most basic thing ever. He's just like, hey, Joe, what are you doing? The guy's like, you know, I'm frying an egg. Oh, yeah? You're going to put some butter in that pan? I was like, no, I'm not going to put any butter in the pan. Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're going to fry an egg in a pan. You're not going to use any butter. The guy's like, no, well, won't it stick to the bottom of the pan? The guy's like, no, with this pan. Wait a second. Hold on a minute here. Let me make sure I got all the information here. You're telling me you're going to fry an egg in a pan, you're not going to use any butter, and won't stick to the bottom of the pan? Well, this I got to see. The guy fries an egg, and he's going, amazing. What really annoys me is this moron is supposed to be asking the questions that I allegedly have at home, right? Like I'm as dumb as he is, sitting home, ask the question. I don't get it. How does it work? That guy's an idiot. You could tell him anything. You know what? It's a really strong pan. Really? Yeah, I'm going to demonstrate now by taking the pan and smashing you right in the face with it. Wait a minute. You're going to take that pan and you're going to smash me in the face with it? Yeah, and I'm going to bend you over the stool. I'm going to put it right up your ass. Well, won't the handle break off? Now with this pan, wait a minute. Let me make sure I got all the information. You're telling me you're going to take that pan, you're going to smash me in the face, you're going to bend me over the stool and put it up my ass, and the handle's not going to break off? Well, this I gotta see. Bam! Amazing! But what about the price? Listen, my name's Billy Burr. You guys were a blast. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.
Great. Terrific. Billy Burr, everybody, we'll take a break. My next guest is a very funny comedian who'll be appearing at the Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, Texas, October 16th through the 18th. And his special, Why Do I Do This, is available now on CD and DVD. Please welcome the very funny Bill Burr.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going through a big change in my life right now. I'm thinking about getting a dog. And there's only a problem. I get into an argument with my girlfriend because I want to get a puppy. She wants to rescue a dog. That's her big thing. She's like, we should rescue a dog. You want to rescue a dog? I'm like, no, I don't. She's like, why not? I go, because I think a lot of those dogs might be a little whacked in the head. You know? You ever think about that? The pound is not a pet store. That's like Shawshank for a golden retriever. I mean, why don't we just go down to the prison and, like, adopt an inmate and just roll the dice that maybe the guy didn't commit the crime? I'm just telling you, seriously, man, I want a brand new 2008 Bulldog, all right? I don't want some 1995 half a Labrador with part of its ear chewed off, you know? Every time I go to use the toaster, it starts freaking out because his last owner hung him from the ceiling fan. Every time the Jets didn't cover the over, you know? Dude, I'm serious. No, I mean, that's an animal, man. That thing could kill you. Like a squirrel could mess me up if it wanted to, right? Like if I wasn't prepared and some rabid squirrel just started running at me, like by the time I process, like, is that a rat? Is that mechanical? That thing would be up my leg, taking chunks out of my head, you know? That's what I'm worried about. What if I accidentally get one of these Cujos or Old Yellers, right? I get up in the middle of the night to relieve myself, like 3 in the morning, and that's the exact moment its previous owner used to come home like hammered, beating the crap out of the dog. I got no idea what I'm about ready to set off. I'm just shuffling along in my slippers. Meanwhile, the dog's getting all amped up, like, to hell with this, man. I promised myself I wouldn't let this happen again, all right? It's time to man up. Let's do this. On 3. Yeah! This thing comes flying at me, grabbing me by my neck. What are they going to do with the dog? They're going to take him right back down to the pound like some sort of repeat offender, you know? He's going to have him in shackles as he's shuffling along. They'll probably wheel him back in like Hannibal Lecter with, like, that lampshade around his neck. So I got a bit of a temper, and I'm trying to work on it, man. You know what's really been making me snap lately? As I'm sick of walking into, like, a place of business, and I'm paying for a service, and they end up making me do, like, half the job, you know? I walk in, I go, let me get a turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato on rye with mayonnaise. And the guy's like, all right, turkey sandwich, lettuce, tomato on rye. I go, yeah, and mayonnaise. He goes, oh, yeah, the mayonnaise is right over there. Really? Well, why don't you go over there and put it on my sandwich, all right? Yeah, it's annoying. It's like, dude, I don't work here. You get that? I'm on this side of the register. Customer, a guy who makes sandwiches, you know? No, it's like everywhere you go. I went to a grocery store, 8 out of 10 lines are automated. It's like, really? I got to pick all this out and I got to start scanning it? That's amazing. Here it is. I thought I was a comedian. Evidently, I also work at a grocery store. You know? I can't believe I forgot my apron. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, if that's what it's going to be like in the future, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to bring the food up. I'm going to count 5 Mississippi, and I'm just going to walk out. And when they stop me, I'm just going to play dumb. Like, oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. You know, well, sir, you have to put the food back. No, I don't. What, do you think, to fire me? I don't work here. You know? You gonna cut back on my hours? No, seriously, that's the kind of stuff I like really find it shocking, you know? And I hate when people find stuff shocking that isn't shocking, you know? Like that Dog the Bounty Hunter message he left, like, last year. Remember that? That racist message? And everybody was freaking out. Dude, can you believe that message he left? Can you believe it? Yes. Yes, I can believe it. I mean, look at the guy. Good Lord, some redneck with a mullet down to his ass, you know? He's driving a pickup. We got those gloves with the fingers cut off. I mean, it was one of the most least shocking things I've ever seen, you know? You know what would have been shocking? If he could play the cello. That would have been shocking.
like, oh my God, look at Doc. Here it is. I thought he was some racist on his way to a Steak and Shake to discuss the upcoming Hitler birthday. And then he breaks out a little Beethoven. Oh my God, do I owe this guy an apology? I'd love to see his iPod. I can't imagine the eclectic mix of music that he must have on there. All right, I'm out of time. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, that was killer.
Thank you.
That was hilarious. Bill Burr, everybody, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. My next guest, a very funny stand-up comedian who plays Kubi on Breaking Bad and whose new special is called You People Are All the Same. Please welcome Bill Burr. Thanks for being here, Bill.
Thank you. I'm gonna make sure I sit up this time. I usually...
You slouched
I'm one
last
of these
time?
guys. Like, I watch TV on my back. So
And then you watched yourself after the show was over and you realized you slouched?
Yeah, that I sat like Nixon during the debates.
You just shrunk down.
Yes.
Let me ask you something. We're both from the Boston area. Do you get back much?
Yeah, I go back. I do a lot of stand-up and that type of thing back there, but it's definitely changed. I left in like 1995, so it's, I don't know, it's a lot nicer.
I noticed that too. It's when I was growing up, it was fine. And then I went away for a while. I went out to Los Angeles to get started in my career, and then I came back, and everything was kind of cleaned up a bit.
Yeah, there's no more hookers. Like, the combat zone is gone.
I can't find a hooker.
Yeah, there's no more like the street fight, that kind of thing is gone. You know, they just, I don't know, everything. I just feel old when I go back there. I'm kind of like, you know, looking at stuff that used to be things. Like, oh, there used to be a pizza place, you know? And now it's like some, I don't know, some hipster thing. I don't know. I'm just basically old. Like, I actually got upset when, you know, you guys were talking about the iPhone. Like the whole, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Steve Jobs, personally.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just don't understand what the big deal was with that guy. I don't get it.
He's like Edison. I don't know. He invented all this stuff to everybody. What are you talking about?
But did he? Did he sit down and like, I'm gonna invent the iPhone, and just sat there soldering, possibly welding, right? Didn't he have like a crew of guys helping him out?
Sure, maybe he did.
So why, when he went to those nerd fests, didn't he have like a chorus of scientists behind him who helped him out too? He walked out like he was Tesla. Like tapping into electricity.
I'm not with you.
I think he just kind of like told people what to invent. Like he just kind of came in like, I want my whole music collection in that phone. Get on it! And then all these nameless, faceless guys made it happen.
Yeah.
And then they have the big nerd concert, and he goes out there by himself. No belt, you know, sneakers on. I just didn't buy it.
It's the craziest rant.
It isn't though.
Craziest rant.
I don't like, and the way
Do I walk out on this show with all the writers and stuff? No, and I never will.
All right. But you don't. Just the way he advertised. Jesus, Gandhi, me. I just thought that was a little... The first one never worked, and 4 months later, all right, here he is.
Yeah?
Here's the one that worked. Yeah, it bugged me. Geez, you'd think I was like trashing the president or something. You guys are really like pulling back
It's
here.
worse than that for people. Everyone's got an iPhone, you know?
Hey, look. No, I can't say that. I was gonna say he's gone. They still came out with another one, right? That's true, right? Oh, look, when David Lee Roth left Van Halen, could Eddie not play guitar anymore? You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's a good analogy.
Sometimes
You
I
say
like
the craziest things. Like
I
you
like
actually
to go against the grain a
Yeah,
little.
I know. You'll trust me. You're doing that, Bill. You even said that you're a lifelong Red Sox fan. That you were disappointed. That you're a little disappointed that the Red Sox. Like you're not unhappy that they're losing
they
now.
suck. No, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you're not. I mean, who says that?
Burn off all the bandwagon, okay? All those people with the pink Red Sox hats singing that stupid song in the 7th inning. You know,
Sweet Caroline, yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Your girl's got her head on your shoulder like you're at a romantic comedy. It's just not what it... They got like a mascot now.
They got a mascot?
They got a mascot.
I didn't know they had a mascot.
They tried a mascot in the late 70s, and the guy got pelted with so many, like, cigarette lighters that he quit after, like, 3 games. And that's what I mean. Now I come back to Boston, everybody's like, they like, holding a, swaying, singing this song. It's just,
It's
the
not the Red-
Patriots have like a lighthouse at their stadium now. It's just not the city I left.
So you're bitter that they had that success. Were you happy that they won?
No, I like that they won. I'd like them to continue winning, but I don't think we have to sing campfire songs in like the 7th inning.
Okay.
I don't like mascots. I don't like those songs. And Steve Jobs, I think, was a little overrated. I'm saying.
I safely. You love it. You love it. You love going against the grain. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I like annoying people.
Okay, on that subject then, did you watch the conventions? Republican convention, Democratic convention?
No. I think if you watch those, you're an idiot. I don't understand why you would sit there wasting your time. They all say the same thing. They're all like, over the last 4 years, everything good that happened was because of us. And we would have done more good stuff if it wasn't for those guys. And then the Democrats go, oh, we did all the good stuff. It's like you're all working for the same guy. They bet on both horses. And then it just kind of goes. It's not for you, right? You vote for that guy that says, like, there's a meteor headed right towards the planet. That's the guy you vote for. You go with the psycho, because there's no way there's any corporate money behind that guy, right? Like, that guy is going to come on TV. He's going to come on TV, like, reading files from the Pentagon. Like, you know what else they're doing? Like, just freaking people out. And as unsettling as that is, at least you can believe in it. You can trust it.
You know that no corporations behind him, they're not getting any money on the side?
Because I think both the Democrats and Republicans, they just say the same thing. They just say those applause break. I think it's time to get this country back to work. And everybody, some guy with like a Tennessee sign, jumping up and down like he's part of it, right? We're all gonna get replaced by like robots. That's what I think, like, eventually.
You think we're all going to be replaced by robots?
Yeah. According to my YouTube and Wikipedia research, I think that's the eventual. You know what it is, Conan? I don't have any kids. And if you go too long, you get a little crazy, You become like that black dude in Predator. Remember that guy? Like, I see it over there in them trees. Remember that? You become like that guy.
So you've become him because you didn't have children.
Like shaving your head, yeah. No, you gotta have something. I gotta have a kid. That's what I gotta do. I should just have a kid and play catch with them. Lie to tell them that, Santa's coming and all that, right?
No, I think it's too late.
Well, whatever, at least I am saying what I'm feeling. You can at least give me that, right?
That's good. You are saying what you're feeling. I want to make sure I mention this. Bill's new special, You People Are All the Same, will be available online October 1st at BillBurr.com.
That's right. And I'm hoping people are going to actually download it and pay for it. I am hoping. It's a big risk now.
Yeah.
That could become like a $140,000 business card. That's going to basically be like. And if you're gonna steal it, can you just be honest and just say I stole it? Can you just do that? Don't be like, we're not stealing it, we're sharing it, man. No, you're stealing it. All right? I hate to tell you this, Lars was right. He was right. It's stealing. Okay? I did it too.
Lars from Metallica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the other Lars.
I don't know. There might be another Lars. I'm just trying
like
to be...
a monster movie. Isn't that like the assistant name? Lars, turn the switch. You might think I'm an idiot, but come on.
I don't think you're an idiot. You're everyone I grew up with.
Okay, good. Well, there you go.
You're all the good and all the bad.
All right, good.
I love you, Bill. I do.
Good too.
Bill Burr. We gotta go. We'll be right back. Band of Horses. Stick around. My next guest is a comedian and actor who plays Kubi on Breaking Bad and can currently be seen with Al Pacino and Christopher Walken in the movie Stand Up Guys. Let's take a look.
You look at these guys, Paul. Look at them. They're trying on clothes. You shopping? What? What do you mean, what? Isn't there something else you're supposed to be doing? Clap Hand said you figured, Doc.
so you don't get the stones anymore.
Whoa! Larry, please. Before you do this, there's one thing you should know.
Don't mess with those guys. Just let them go, Burr!
Good Lord.
Thanks for being here, Bill. That's a great scene. That was
I know.
fantastic.
Did you just get out of the bathroom?
No.
This guy's hand is
I put a
soaking
little
wet.
bit of
what did you-
lotion on my. My
saw
God,
you
I have dry, cracked hands.
You don't do that during the show.
Sure I do.
Dude,
That's-
the
I know.
move is the fist bump.
Yeah.
If your
Yeah, but
hands
then
are wet, that was disgusting.
It's not wet. They're not so much
He
wet as
literally
they
just
are
reaches in,
greasy.
yeah, they're gross and
During
slimy.
the commercial break, I saw him putting stuff on his hands and rubbing them around. I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing?
You just thought I was a villain.
Yeah. Bill,
But,
so much to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. First of all, did you watch the Grammys last night?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
That's
I
all the
didn't-
time we've got. Good night.
No, the Grammys make me feel old.
They make you feel old.
Yeah, it's just, you know, all the bands that I like are all getting, like, Lifetime Achievement Awards. You know? They don't get along with each other. They go up to accept the award. Get away from me, you know? And I don't get DJs. They're
What?
like, I don't understand DJs. Like, they're getting Grammys. I'm at that age. Like, the new music, I don't understand it. It just, to me, it's just a guy playing his iPod with, like, a mouse head, right? And everybody's losing their mind. Like, I don't see where the talent is. They blended the song, man. They took two songs and blended them.
Yeah. So you're not liking that?
Well, all you got to do is find two songs of the same tempo, right?
I'm convinced.
That's like you're driving down the street on the highway and you see another guy going as fast as you, and you're like, how's he doing it? Yours can go 57 too? That's incredible.
I'm sure there's more to it than
No, I know there's more to it because these guys are selling them out, but I'm just old now. I can't tell the difference between that dude with the mouse head and the guy you see in, like, the Gap.
Yeah.
You know, that sad guy just sitting there DJing.
Yeah.
Like a Target.
Well,
Do you guys not go to the same malls I go to?
Awesome target.
Yeah. Your target is a cut above our target. LL Cool J, let's talk about him. He was encouraging the fans all night to interact. I'm guessing that you're not going to go along with that idea either of fans
That's
interacting.
because LL can beat up the internet.
Yeah.
That's why.
Right.
I wouldn't encourage going back and forth with fans. I would say 13% of people on the internet are cool. The rest of them, they're just a bunch of animals. Why would you want to talk to them?
Wait, you're saying only 13% of people are
Cool. 13% are cool. The other 87% are writing horrific stuff under YouTube videos. They're assholes.
Yeah.
They are. And I don't know why. See, these are the 13% that are cool. That's why I thought the whole Lance Armstrong that he owed people an apology was hilarious to me. It's like, to who?
You don't think Lance Armstrong owes people an apology?
You know who he owes it to? Like the people who came and made the signs. Like those people who are like that decent, the people who go on like Wheel of Fortune and they get like excited. You know, for $400, I'll take the brass bed frame.
Yeah.
You know?
Those are the
Like
good
those people still believe in Santa Claus, but all the
Right.
rest of them, no. I'm on the road. I meet them. They're horrible people.
So 87% of America horrible is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the world.
Oh, the world.
The world.
Not just America, the
And
entire
I'm
world.
not saying that I'm not part of the problem.
Right.
But I didn't think Lance owed anybody. He didn't do anything to me. You know what he did for me? He raised $500 million for cancer research. That's what that lie did.
Yeah.
It was great. And everybody had the bands on. Remember the bands?
Sure.
Right? When was
Yeah.
that blocked out the sun,
Yeah.
right?
You know, it wasn't to block out the sun.
No risk cancer.
Yeah.
No, the whole thing was annoying, and I hated how Oprah was interviewing him and acting like she was dumbfounded that this guy would do this. Like, she's been in show business for 35 years, and she can't, like, wrap her head around some guy doing whatever it takes to get to the next level. Didn't she, for the first 5 years, have, like, midgets who wanted to bang their mailman's boyfriend? And she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it, but she didn't have the power to say no, so she wrote it out. And then when she could make a good decision, She did a show, but she stood on the heads of those little people for 5 years until she got, and then she's sitting there across from this guy like, so how could you? You know exactly what he's doing. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Look, the guy was a sociopath on a bicycle, all right? As far as I'm concerned, we got off easy.
Yeah.
If that guy was working for a corporation, he probably would have been pouring stuff in the water supply, doing God knows what. Just keep him on the bike. Just let him go up and down the hill. He's not hurting anybody.
Not hurting anybody.
He isn't. And the top 20 guys, like, all tested positive
Yeah.
for roids. So our roided up guy beat your roided up guy. Okay? And those guys who run that filthy sport, who is sitting there going like, oh, this is ridiculous. He doesn't represent cycling. Are they going to return all the money that they made off of that guy? Huh? They're going to turn in their yachts? They're not going to. They're not going to do it.
Everyone turn in your yachts.
Hey, you know, I love that the Pope retired.
Yeah, they're not.
I love it.
You like that?
I love
Because
it.
usually they have to. They stay until they die, and that's it.
Who would want that job? Just the pressure. Like, being president's got to be the worst job ever. Just every day. You know, even when you finally get a break, somebody comes over to your house, like the greatest oboe player, and you got to come downstairs and act like you care. You got to get all dressed up and sit there. Yeah, great. Oh, that's amazing. And then the second you make any sort of grimace, they put it in the paper. President Burr was not enjoying the oboe player. He doesn't like children. What is that going to do? It's just the worst. Like, I've never had a TV show, successful one, that's actually made it. And at this point, I realize the genius of it.
The genius of having.
Of not having a TV show.
Oh,
It's
of not
awesome.
having it, yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, you know
I get
what?
to live
If
the
you
life.
keep going around saying that 87% of the world sucks, you're not going to get one.
No, but this is the thing.
They're not going to give you one.
I can say that because there's nothing you can take away from me. What are you going to do? You're going to say I can't do stand-up in strip malls anymore? That's usually the punishment. So the genius. No, I got it all worked up. I want to go on other people's shows.
Yeah.
It's like when your buddy owns a boat.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the guy who owns the boat. You want to be the guy who shows up with the 12-pack, gets the high five, you go fishing, and then when it's over...
Bill, you are welcome. You're welcome on our boat anytime.
Yeah.
You are hilarious.
So where's the 12-pack?
I know.
I'll bring it next time if you don't wear lotion.
We'll mention
I
Bill's.
won't.
Bill's new theater tour kicks off February 21st with 6 shows at the Wilbur Theater in Boston. I swear to God, you are hilarious every time I see you. And I want to make sure we get this out. The Patrice O'Neill benefit is next Tuesday at the New York City Center, and this is very important.
Yeah.
This is something that you're doing to, this is going to raise money for Patrice O'Neill, one of the great, funniest stand-ups ever.
Funniest comic I ever saw. Unfortunately, passed away. I'm going to try to get through this. And, sorry.
That's all right. You're going to, by doing this, you're going to raise
Money for his mom.
money for his mom.
And his wife.
And this is huge. This is huge. Patrice O'Neill benefit next Tuesday at the New York City Center. You're a hilarious man. More important, you're a very good man. Bill Burr, thank you very much. You're a great guy. Be right back. Ed Sheeran. Stick around. Stay here. My next guest is a very talented stand-up comedian as well as an actor who could be seen this Friday with Melissa McCarthy and Sandra Bullock in The Heat. We always love when he stops by the show. Please welcome our good friend, Bill Burr. Bill, good to have you on again. Thanks for being here.
It's nice to be here. You know what? I actually have the same dream about somebody coming into my house.
You do?
Yeah. So you want to go with the .22 caliber.
Right.
Perfect gun to shoot in the house. It's a low caliber gun. You can't really kill anybody from a distance, you know? So if they take a hostage, you can just start shooting at them.
Perfect.
Just let it go.
This is good to know.
Yeah. No, when I'm on the road, I talk about getting a 22. Everybody makes fun of me. You know, because, you know, it's that guy thing. Like, oh, what, are you going to shoot a squirrel?
Yeah.
With your little, you know, little gun? But if you're in a house, that's what you want. Little 22. You know? I'm basically teaching you guys how to kill somebody, I think.
So it's a 22 you think is superior to the
Well, you don't want to get
part
like
of a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah. You don't have like a 44 Magnum. It's like you're going to shoot through the guy, through the wall, blow your dog's brains out, and like drop the engine out of your car. It's just way too much. You just
22.
get like a little 22. You can still hear if you miss.
Right?
No, I shot a 38 one time with no hearing protection.
Yeah.
I was doing landscaping for this guy, and all of a sudden he was like,
Oh, yeah, that
There was
follows.
some sound that needed killing.
yeah, and he was like, I got this 5-shot 38. I never shot it. It was the 80s, so you're like, yeah, why not? There's
Wait a
no
minute.
laws.
You can't explain anything by just saying, oh, it was the 80s.
Yeah, you could just.
Why did you do that? It was the 80s.
Yeah, it was. We went down the street. Somebody burned a car for insurance, so we were shooting at that. And after the first shot, I couldn't hear anything, and I never forgot that. So if you're in a house and you miss, now you can't hear. You're blinded by the muzzle flash. This guy's coming around your bed with a sickle, and you're shooting the wrong way.
He's got a sickle?
A sickle.
Is he harvesting
No,
wheat? What's he doing? What's he doing in your house?
No,
With a sickle.
I honestly, as you get older, you think about safety, and I totally relate to that.
Yeah.
When you're home alone, it's just that feeling.
Yeah.
It's just you're the only person there. You're what's for dinner. If somebody comes in, it's on you. That's why I never was comfortable in a motel.
What?
Because you're just laying in this bed like 2 feet from a door that just opens up into the parking lot. Any guy can come in. And you're just not ready to have a fight to the death. You're just laying there. You know? You turn the chair, this guy comes in.
Well, to be honest, I'm never ready to have a fight to the death. It's not
you're
like
in
in a
a
motel.
motel.
You think in a motel, it's like you're particularly vulnerable.
In a motel, you just drive by a motel and just look at it. You're just looking at those doors like there's just people in there, just laying on beds like half naked, you know, just laying there.
And the door is like that thick. It's barely.
You could put your foot right through it. He's gonna be like that. That's it. Last thing you're gonna see is just. You're gonna be looking back at your own body like upside down.
You're crazy.
No, I do think about that.
Now you're, I got this right. You're going on tour. Is that correct? You're going
Yeah,
on tour?
I'm doing all like the flyover states because people come out to my shows. They say, you know, I drove 4 hours, I drove 6 hours, so I want to go like to where they're at, and it's like Boise, Deadwood, South Dakota. Someplace
the
in
sickle
Montana.
cities.
Yeah, it's basically that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be, It's gonna be a
so-
lot of good people, a little bit of meth. I guess there's a lot of meth. Like for some reason, there's a lot of meth. They have those creepy before and after. I gotta hand it to this generation. Like I didn't think they were gonna outdo us. When I saw crack babies, I was like, that's it. Like that's as far as you can go, as far as the creepy thing. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying it was creepy. They came up, those meth people, they literally look like they could just go on The Walking Dead. It's unbelievable. So I got to tip my hat to them.
Not condoning it, just giving them kudos.
Yeah, no, I was
So-
agreeing with the crowd. Crack
So-
babies were scary to look at.
So would you be able to live in one of these cities, do you think? You're going to tour, you're going to go, you're going to do your act, but do you think you could live in one of these cities?
Oh, that's my game plan. My game plan is I'm going to try to buy something out here.
Out here in LA?
All the houses out here look like little cheesecake factories to me. So I'm going to buy one of those, and then when this business is done with me, I'm just going to sell it, and I'm just going to retire someplace no one wants to live. Middle of Alabama, you can get a house like $40. You get a giant house. $40? Yeah, it's like $40, and then you just have to understand that there's going to be, you have to have like an acceptable level. You're going to have to tolerate like meth and like racism, like on either side, like, you know? Like Paula Deen might be like next door having some weird party, some slavery-themed thing.
Cooking up some hot buttery meth.
So you've got a $40 house, Paula Deen's living
On
next
the other
door.
side.
And this is going to be your life?
Yeah. She's
Really?
that's a very strange situation she's in right now. Now that the hammer came down. Because now it's like, all right, the executive's got to be like, all right, what is the, because she's basically like a $100 million whale just sitting there. No, that's not a fat joke. That's a gambling thing. All right? Get
Not
your
a fat
mind-
joke.
yeah,
That's a
not
gambling
fat
joke,
I mean,
yeah.
like, she'll make you $100 million. And she's just sitting there on the beach, right? And they got to figure out what is the acceptable amount of time
Yes.
after somebody drops the N-word or admits to it that you can bring them back on TV to make cookies.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So you're saying
She's gonna be back
You're saying
on.
she's coming back.
She's making, dude, Dog the Bounty Hunter. I looked
Yeah.
it up. 3 months.
3 months.
He got a 3-month suspension, and within 3 months he was back on TV, and some of the guys he was chasing were African American, and nobody had a problem with it.
So what
really
you're-
weird situation.
So what you're saying is they
All
catch
she does is make
someone in one of
cookies.
these situations. They say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Everybody says, "We want nothing more to do with you," and then the clock is running.
No, first what happens is you get caught, and then you have the people who are like professionally like outraged. You know those people who get on. They can't even get it out. What kind of person who? I mean, this is right? They do that for like 3 days, and then you have to cry and be, I don't know what I was doing. Try to make some cockamamie story up that you're not a psycho, and then you just sit there and you wait for the phone to ring because you know you can make people money. That's all it's about. Like they should just have a channel for people who screw up, and you just put them on that, right? Because I don't understand firing somebody like that's gonna make them like somehow help the problem. Like
Yeah.
that dude on ESPN, he said that stuff against gay people, so then he gets fired. How does that help his homophobia?
Right.
Now you put him out on the street, right? He's out there drinking booze, you know? He's probably saying even more homophobic stuff, and everybody's coming by. You know? Just put him on a channel, like the Disgrace channel or something, right? You know? You could have like... And it's like you're in like the penalty box, and you just stay there. Yeah, have the guy from Rutgers, that coach, you could have him do the sports.
You've got great ideas.
Dude, I gotta tell you how old I am. When I saw that Rutgers thing, as crazy as it was, like that was one of the funniest 2 minutes I've ever seen, watching him kick people in the back and everything. And it was just, when I was a kid, that was called coaching. That's what it was. That's what I showed up.
That's what it was like.
That guy is also good. He's gonna get rehired. Uh-huh. It's a Division I coach. He can turn your program around. You're Division II, you know? Right? Now you want a bigger stadium.
Now
you
you're
want to get some...
actively trying to get him a job.
wanna get some
We gotta
whores?
go. I gotta
Telling you.
mention. I don't. Where? So, go to the clip. That was an audience member yelling at me. We got a clip. You're in the heat. It's great. You're in a movie.
I'm in a movie.
Take a look.
Mother, for once in your life.
Oh, great. Ah, well, look who it is. Yeah, the rat's back in the house.
Nice.
Would you come back to arrest somebody else? Hey, you know, I saw Ma threw a can of Diet Coke in the garbage the other day. She didn't even recycle it. Dad here, he's splicing cable off the neighbors next door. Petey over here, how many songs you download illegally? 10, 20,000. 20,000. Mikey stole a laptop from his work the other day. No health insurance, that balances out. But not you. You're probably calling the SWAT team.
Actually, she could, because these are horrible examples.
Here are the nuggies.
All right, here we go.
What kind of an animal throws her own brother in jail?
They got a good role for you. You look pissed off.
Yeah.
The Heat opens
What-
Friday. The Billy Red State Tour will be in Wichita, Kansas on Wednesday, July 31st. You're one of the funniest people I know. Bill
Thank you,
Burr
Tom.
right there. We'll be right back. Ryan Bingham. Stick around. That's where we could be. My next guest tonight is a very talented stand-up comedian as well as an actor who played Kubi on Breaking Bad. I always enjoy catching up with this fellow. Please welcome our good friend, the fun-loving Bill Burr.
All right.
Good to have you, Bill.
Jesus, dude, when did you start doing, like, Meet the Press? Just standing in the green room, listening to the guy going, jeez.
Do you know what I wanted to do?
Somehow steer it.
I wanted to make this as tough for the comedian as
Yeah.
possible. So I flew out the general. I thought, let's talk about Iraq, Afghanistan, and then Bill Burr.
Yeah. I'm gonna come off.
Get your way out of this one.
Yeah. I'm set up here to be the Antichrist.
Yeah.
For the next 10 minutes.
No, listen. We're gonna talk about some uplifting things with you. We're gonna have a good time, pal.
Okay, let's do it.
First of all, I'm told you quit drinking.
Yes, I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm only 3 days in.
3 days?
3 days in.
3 days?
Yeah, 3 days.
3 days?
You know what I did? I had 4 White Russians before I got on a plane. I was in Hawaii, and I can't go on the beach because I'm so pasty.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there, and there was this other freckled loser there, and he was just drinking a White Russian. I'm like, that looks delicious, right? 80 degrees out, little milk in the booze. So I hate flying, so I just start slamming these things. And I don't really remember the flight. And just once in a while, I just like pull it back. I pull it back.
This is one of those every once in a while things. So yeah, you're just stopping
too many, you know, it's hard to stay sober in this country. There's just always something coming up. You know, you're like, I'm just gonna get through the holidays. Get through the holidays, then, you know, then I'll sober up. Then you get the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I got to drink then. Then Valentine's Day, I'll say something dumb, and then I'll start drinking, right? St. Patty's Day, it never ends.
No.
Easter.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Flag Day.
Flag Day?
Right into the thing.
Flag Day?
Yeah, but I'm not an alcoholic. I truly enjoy getting drunk every once in a while. I just feel like... No, I do. Like, I'll go into... No, I do.
You enjoy it, and you can't stop. And that's the important thing.
No, it's only because I have free time.
Oh, okay.
Free time. If I had, like, a kid, or if I had, like a real job.
You'd pull it together.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say, Super Bowl party, you got a plan? You going to have a Super Bowl party?
Yes, no Super Bowl party. No Super Bowl party. If you're a true football fan, you do not go to Super Bowl parties because it's all a bunch of losers who don't watch it all year. And what they do is they talk during the game, and then they shut up during the commercial. And then the game comes back, they're like, how much do you think that one cost? Huh? That's funny? I thought that one stunk. And it's just like, the rage that goes through me through the game, and I just, ended up fighting, with somebody. So what I do is I tape the game. I let it go like 90 minutes. 90 minutes, I shut off everything, and then I start watching. And that way I can fast forward through all of the crap, all of the fireworks, the bands.
You don't like the halftime show?
No. No. And I love Bruno Mars, but I'll go to his concert. I don't need to. And they keep talking about the weather, like that's going to be the problem. Like it's going to be for the bands. They're going to have the hardest time.
Not the players.
No, the players will be fine. It's the bands. They have to sing in that weather. Flea never wears a shirt, right? Those are the guys. Everybody else, it's going to be fine.
Yeah. So you think no problem there? Just so you were just opposed to them having a party in the middle of the Super Bowl, like having a halftime.
Yeah, I don't like
show.
it. It's the most important game of the year, and they turned it into like this. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what it is anymore. It used to be like a little high school band came out.
Yeah.
Played a little song.
Right.
And then that was it. And now they just, everybody's shooting T-shirts into the crowd. I really sound like a grumpy old man, but I just want to watch the game.
Right.
I'm just going to be me sitting alone screaming at my TV.
That's what it sounds like.
I like also how it's one of those unavoidable times to drink.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to be alone, watching it on tape delay, bombed. You don't sound like a grumpy old man at all.
Yeah.
I'm a happy drunk.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I am a happy
Hey,
drunk.
Richard Sherman got all this attention. He goes on this rant. What's your take on this whole thing?
Yeah, I don't care what any of them talk about. The second the game's over, I shut it off. That one was hard because it was right at the end of the game. Instantly.
Instantaneous.
He was like, oh, best guy ever. Everybody loves me. He's just screaming. I thought he was going to start crying. I didn't know what was happening. He might be that confident, but my gut says I just think he needs a hug. I think somebody should just say, listen, you're doing a hell of a job out there. People are going to notice. It's hard. You're in Seattle. Maybe you'll get traded to New York and everything will get amplified, but
yeah.
People are aware.
Yes.
They look at your stats.
Yes.
Things are fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't know.
How do you feel about this?
I don't like how they interview the coaches too when they go to the in halftime.
Yeah.
As they're running off. Like I think they should just be able to stay focused on the game. They shouldn't have to talk to somebody in like a ski parker. They're like, yeah, you know, you're down by 14. What are your thoughts? It's like, what do you think my thoughts are? It sucks. I'm worried about my job. I'll probably have to sell my house. My wife's gonna leave me. I need to score more points in the other half. Who are you? Why am I talking to you? You're not even in football.
Yeah.
Did you even play to the high school level?
No, probably
You
not.
took journalism.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
What about?
Yeah, it's a bunch of nerds interrupting people who know what they're doing. Get out of here. Yeah. No, I don't like that. I don't like when journalists go into a war area and they put on a helmet and their stupid vest. Standing out here. The war's in the background.
So you think journalists shouldn't wear helmets and vests?
No, either join the army or get out of there. Get out. You're not going to see anything that they don't want you to see. You know they got a drone right outside the camera thing. If the guy does anything, they're going to take him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you don't like that.
I don't like a lot of things, Conan.
You don't like a lot of things.
I like drinking alone. Watch
You
that
like
Super
drinking
Bowl.
alone. That's the
Happy
important
drunk.
thing. What about, does the Justin Bieber thing upset you at all? Or do you feel, I mean, this is a guy who's getting a lot of attention.
I
these days.
have no problem with any of his behavior. Like, if I was his age and, you know, I had, like, you know, what does he have? I don't even know what he has. A Ferrari? A Lamborghini?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Every chick out there wants to bang you. Like, how are you supposed to behave? Limos. He is a limo driver at 19, and he's not, like, going to a prom. It's like he's going to an arena where everyone's screaming his name. His behavior is completely normal. The only thing I didn't like was that shot where he was playing hoop.
Yeah, it went viral, I think. He was playing basketball, and he took a shot and went in.
He was playing with his black friend that he's paying to lose. If that dude wins, he's out of the entourage. He's got to go get a job. So he's got to sit there like, you know, his phone was blowing up this whole week like this, and you don't understand how it works. I have to lose, or I got to get a job. So I just didn't like, he hit a layup. He hit like a 12-footer, and then he turns around, and he's like glaring at the camera like I said he couldn't do it or something. It was just like
that. He looks into the camera like I showed all of you.
I never saw Jordan do that.
There he is.
Yeah, like he just did something. It didn't even look like the net was regulation. It looked like one of those. He's just sitting there. No, I was just watching it, having empathy for him, going, yeah, that's what I would be doing. I'm surprised he's not doing blow. That's what I would have done, right? And then I get that look, and I was just like, you know what? F this guy.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say it because he's going to look back. He's going to look back and be, I shouldn't have done that. She's 19 years old. Like, I'm rooting for him.
Okay. I think that's a nice thing.
It is.
I think that's a nice thing.
I don't like the reporters, but Justin Bieber's all right.
You don't like reporters in a war zone.
I just
but
don't
Bieber's
like
fine.
The helmet. They just look stupid. Stay in the tent.
Bill is going to be appearing at the second annual Patrice O'Neill Comedy Benefit. This is a great cause at the New York City Center on February 18th. One of my favorite people to talk to. You're always great. Thank you so much. Bill Burr, we'll be right back. Let's talk baseball.
Okay.
Red Sox, you and I are both Bostonians. Red Sox are out of it.
Yes, they are.
Dodgers playoffs, you going to go to those games?
I'm excited for the Pirates and the Orioles, just because they haven't been in it for a while. But I don't know, baseball, it's not quite the way it used to be. I don't like that whole thing, like when you go to a game, if you catch a foul ball, you got to like give it to a kid now.
What are you talking about?
That's why kids are all mushy and fat. They don't got to work for anything.
First of all, I don't like when I was a kid, I had to fight adults to try and get one, and I never got one. And they'd box me out, and that was totally acceptable in the 70s and 80s.
Yes,
so
that's
now
true.
I got to sit there, take a line shot to my hand, have that swollen up, and then give it to a kid. No. Get your own. Get big enough.
That's true.
Get your own.
You think that's why kids are fat in this country and mushy? You really do.
Gotta be something. Well, also, you know what? The new stadiums, you can't make the stairs as steep anymore. It's a fire hazard. You gotta make them go out more.
Right.
And that's another thing, you know?
In our day, we had the climb.
The climb ones, and you had to burn calories getting the hot dogs and all of that crap. Now, you know, you got a nice easy coast out there.
Yeah.
This is just like, how many groups are gonna give me shit over this one? You might as well go all the way in.
Go all the way.
I'm into fat shaming, too.
You're into fat shaming.
It's how I stay in shape. I like fat shame myself. Like whenever I get like 10, 15 over, I just stare at myself in the mirror, just trashing myself. Just going, look at you, you piece of shit. Look what you did. Look what you did. No one's gonna love you. Who will love you?
And that works for you?
Yeah, it's working all right, yeah.
Roger Goodell is now down here.
Yeah. Because he did the, what was it, gotta get it right speech. That's when you know you're in trouble. In the NFL, is when you just stand there. I don't even know what that means. We gotta get it right. We didn't get it right, but we're gonna work on trying to get it right. So next time, we gotta get it right. I'm embarrassed for my actions. I'm embarrassed for the league. Embarrassed for anyone on the same continent as me. You didn't get it right. We got to get it right next time. We're going to work on getting it right. Starts with that, and then the next day, the guys on the sports talk radio, you know, the and guys.
Yeah.
That connects all their thoughts with that. Like, they came out in the first quarter, and they were all over. Those guys jump on it. Well, what does it say? What is the league? Well, what kind of message? What kind of message are they sending out? Like, I don't know. It's like, what message are they sending out? Do you think I'll see this guy hit a woman and then I'm going to do it?
Right.
Right?
Right.
I wasn't going to hit a woman, but then that guy in the Ravens did it, so I guess it's okay. They got a real problem. It drove me nuts the whole month. They got a real problem in the NFL. As compared to what? Plumbers? Electricians? Society in general? There's a lot of great people that play football. The league's going to be fine. Like, what they would have to do I was talking to my buddy the other day, like, what they would have to do to get me to stop watching. You know,
Because
like,
you love football. You watch football.
The commissioner could literally punt a baby across this office with his wingtips on. I'm still going to watch on Sunday. I don't condone the man's actions, but it's football. I have to watch it. This is all I have.
How much football do you watch a week?
I watch 2 games on Sunday. I tape 3.
Right.
Then I watch the Monday game. And then Tuesday, I watch one of the 3 that I taped. Wednesday, I watch another one. Then I watch the Thursday night game. And then Friday, I get to watch the Sunday night game. Then
Okay.
Saturday, I watch college football.
Okay.
And it's fine.
Okay.
Because I have a simple male brain that can just sit there and just enjoy it. I can just enjoy it.
So does your wife watch any of these games with you? Does she?
No, she has the female, complex, multitasking brain. That's why they can't be happy. They just always, they're like, what is that lizard that can look at 2 things at once? That's what they're like. So they got the shoes they want, and then they see some other woman walking in going, oh, look at this skinny bitch over here. She thinks she's cute, right? And that's what I've learned.
Oh, God.
You know what makes women happy? Nothing. Nothing makes them happy, and that is why they are slowly taking over the NFL, because it annoys them that we can just sit there with like a pizza and a drink, like, that's not holding, and just be like, and enjoy ourselves.
So you're saying that because you're happy, that you think your wife and women in general want to take
They're jealous of it. They're jealous how simple the male brain is, that you can just sit there and be entertained and find true happiness, and it just bugs them, so they gotta ruin it. And they're slowly taking over the NFL. You know, all next month, once again, they're gonna dress everybody in the NFL like newborn baby girls, for whatever reason.
What do you,
Did you forget that there's breast cancer for a year ago?
Yeah, so they did it last year, and they're going to do it again this year.
Yes. They're slowly going to take it over, and they're going to move us out. Because I'm telling you, I don't understand why they keep trying to go into a male football league. It's like, why don't you guys band together and start your own league? Get your own thing going. But I realize they don't want their own thing. They don't want their own shit. They want our shit. I don't know what it is. And I think it's because we're happy. We're just sitting there enjoying ourselves, having a good time without them. It drives them nuts, and they just got to go in there and ruin it.
So they don't like, they got women's basketball.
They don't even like it. They don't even like most of them they don't even like football. Like, I don't get it. I don't get, like, the fascination. Like, if my wife is having, like, 3 of her friends over, I screw. I leave. I don't need to be there and ruin it for her. I know you guys... I'm going to change the dynamic because I'm there, and you can't talk about 100% female stuff. Out of courtesy, I'm going to get out of there. I'm going to leave.
But they can't do that, you're saying?
One guy, one chauvinistic jackass up there understands what I'm saying.
All right, now, you know...
Whatever, I'll tell that story better next time. I'm going to get it right, all right? Next time I'm going to get it right. I'll explain. That's a good idea. I'm embarrassed for my actions.
Let's talk about I'm Sorry You Feel That Way. It's going to be on Netflix.
Yes,
it's,
sir.
Shot in Atlanta at the Tabernacle. We played that theater.
That's right.
Beautiful, beautiful
Love it,
theater.
love
And you
it.
shot this in black and white.
Yes, I did.
Why'd you do that?
I love black and white, and I love stand-up, and I always think stand-up looks cool in that. And also, I'm not a big fan of HD TV. I liked it when it first came out, but somewhere along the line, it's just gotten too clear. It's like you're watching, you can see people's pores and the cartilage in their nose. I don't need it to be that clear, and I just feel like stand-up is like, it's got to be a little grimy, a little dirty, and I, in general, don't like the way they shoot most of the stand-up specials. Like, it always cracks me up when they have, like, a jib camera. That's that one, like, swoops in, like you're swooping in on, like, jokes. Like, it's just like, I don't know why you need to do that. It's stand-up comedy. It's this great art where it's this little thing that is going out to all these people, and they shoot it like the Bourne Identity. I don't understand why.
Well, I'm Sorry You Feel That Way premieres tomorrow on Netflix. Bill Burr,
Right.
always funny.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Are you getting into the holiday spirit? We're getting close. Christmas coming up. Get excited? Come on.
Yes, I am. I actually like the holidays, and Thanksgiving is my favorite because you just get to eat and that type of thing. But I don't know. I don't like that Black Friday type of stuff. It just freaks me out. Makes me sad for Americans watching them getting trampled. You know?
Yeah. You don't like
Why
Black
would
Friday?
you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Why wouldn't you just admit that you can't afford it at regular prices? Come back the next day. Come back the next day like a gentleman. And just walk in there, pick out what you want, and if your kids get less, they get less. That gives them drive. You know, rich kids just sit around, you know, doing blow, sitting in Ferraris. They don't do anything. It's the poor kids that they make stuff happen. So yeah, you don't get trampled grabbing your wig, you know. Suspenders flying off. It's so sad. To do what? Get an above-ground pool for $30 off? There is nothing in Walmart worth getting trampled over. I admit it, there's nothing. It's processed meat, clothes, all of it. You're gonna get trampled. Like, make it like a high-end store. Like, you go into, I don't even know where. There's nothing worth getting trampled. It just makes me depressed.
Yeah.
That you would do that. And people sit out for like weeks.
There's a week.
They don't even go to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like they're on their cell phone and their mom's crying. I just think you'd want to spend it with us. And you're sitting out there in that parking lot, feeling those people breathing down the back of your neck, just going like, knowing who you're gonna elbow. It's just the saddest.
There are women that waited 22 days at Best Buy. They waited 22 days.
And what did they get? What do you think they got?
I don't know.
They got trampled.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you're gonna go there, you don't want to be at the front of the line. You want to be about 40 deep. And I figure you pop out of the line and you wait till that first wave or two falls down, and then you go over the top like Walter Payton back in the day. Roll out of it. But even then, you gotta know where to go in the store. Like, where is the thing that is on sale, right? Where are those mint Milano cookies or whatever they have that you're gonna make a beeline for? On that linoleum floor, you're gonna blow out at these? It's the saddest thing. It's one year what people should do. You know, like Richard Branson, one of these hot air balloon rich guys, you should just like float in over them right before it and just start dropping everything that they want. But even then, they would start stampeding. Like, no matter how many hot air balloons he had.
No, it's a bad idea. You don't want billionaires in hot air balloons dropping toasters on people. That's it's a stupid idea,
you have like
Bill.
a little parachute. All right, gift certificates.
All right. Last time you were here, you were talking about the NFL and how Goodell said we didn't get it right.
Oh, yeah,
You
they
were
didn't
talking
get it right.
You know, and
the whole Ray Rice thing.
The whole Ray Rice thing. Do you think they've done a better job since?
I mean, I'm not on the inside, but I can tell you as a football fan, those no more commercials are driving me up the wall. It's like I'm sitting down watching a game, and all of a sudden, I start getting reprimanded like I know a woman that's getting beaten, and I'm not saying anything. It's like, wait a minute, I didn't do this. You guys did this. Don't try and turn this around on me. NFL should be watching this commercial. Why are you showing this to me like I did it? I didn't do this.
It is
the whole thing is nuts.
Those are ads. The ads are all the football players.
No more. She slipped on an Afghan and banged her head off a pencil sharpener. No more of that. No, all of that in sports is driving me nuts because what I love about sports is it's a great way to tap out from the news and just, watch a game and get away from it. And now there's like all these causes are getting like attached to it. Like I was watching the World Series and I'm in the middle of watching the World Series and out of nowhere they have this moment, stand up to cancer. I'm watching a ball game, and all of a sudden, everybody stands up, holding up a sign of somebody that they either know that's dying of cancer or died of it in the middle of the game. It's just like, what are you doing? Trying to watch a game here. No, there's a time and a place. Look, I know somebody that has died of cancer. I would never go to the movies with you and in the middle of it hit pause and be like, oh, by the way, Conan, I know this guy. He died of cancer. It was horrific. I could have lifted him up off the sheet with 2 fingers. It was horrible. Hey, enjoy. Oh, by the way, I got molested when I was 9. Enjoy the rest of this. I just think it's so like, are we not aware of cancer? We're aware of it. We know.
Right.
We know it's bad. I get it.
Right.
I will help, but can I just watch a game without you? Just in case, you forgot about the horrors of the world for half a second, then you just cut to like an earthquake and people getting buried in a mudslide, like as the next pitcher's warming up. Oh, the noise.
Have you been to any games lately? I'm trying to picture you at a game. What's the latest game you went to?
Latest game, what did I go to? Oh, I went to, once a year, I do the road. I have a good time when I go on the road. I'm a big sports fan, so I went to a college football game. I go to a big college football game, rivalry game every year. This year I went to University of Miami versus Florida State, and I had a great time. Insane fans, but I made sure that when I saw Florida State, it was an away game, because I actually like Florida State, but that tomahawk chop thing drives me nuts, and it has nothing to even do with the Native American thing. It's the fact that they do it every 3 seconds. They form a huddle. And all of a sudden, the band starts playing, and everybody in the crowd's like, and they never get sick of it. It's like the band knows one song. It's like, I got it. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about that is, Native Americans never even did that. White people came up with that in the 1920s when they were making they first got sound in movies. What do they sound like? I don't know. They got some moron on the set all of a sudden just goes, that sounds good. Put some rouge on his face and have him do it with an axe. This will be great. It's like, how do you? I don't know how you.
No.
And even if I was the biggest Florida State fan ever, like even like halfway through the first quarter, I'm tapping out. It's like these. Can we get another song going here?
Yeah, something.
I don't know. I think I made the point.
Yeah, you made the. Donald Trump, do you think a businessman like Trump has a chance to be president? Do you think he has any shot at all? Do you think this is real?
No, just because no one would work with him. Like Republicans and Democrats would be babies and they would pout because they're like bought and owned. And it's like, how come this guy's free
Right.
and gets to say whatever he wants? I mean, I don't know. I've enjoyed the hell out of him. Just all the stuff the guy's been saying. I hope more politicians are at least say what they're thinking.
Right.
I love when they were going like, yeah, you said all this sexist stuff about women. You said this about women. You said that about women. You said this. And he goes, no, I said that about Rosie O'Donnell. And then they laughed. And then they're like, no, you said it about other women too. And he goes, yeah, you're probably right. And then it was just over. That's all you got to do is just admit, yeah, that's what I do. You know, every once in a while I have a couple shots of bourbon. I go off on the broads. And then, you know, I get back down to business.
It is true. It is crazy. Like, so many people spend all their time in the media apologizing and explaining, and if people that just say, that's what I did, they seem to get away with it.
Yeah, that's what you do. I think comics should do that. When people get, like, annoyed and they go into your Twitter account from 10 years ago, and they're like, oh, you said this about, you know, whatever, Saved by the Bell in 1988. I want an apology. It's like, all right, well, get in a time machine and talk to me back then.
Yeah. So you think politicians should let their human side come out?
Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely do. I mean, I don't think it matters who's president. I'm one of those people. I don't think it does.
You don't
I don't think it matters. It doesn't.
Doesn't matter at all.
Dude, Hillary Clinton goes to those Bilderberg meetings. That's like the Illuminati stuff, right? She probably hooked up with some guy wearing like a goat's head, and then she goes out on TV and she's talking to people who drive snowplows, like she can relate to them. That's why I like Republicans better than Democrats, because I know they don't like me. I know that they don't want me in their neighborhood. They're pushing people with wheelchairs down the stairs. Get out of here! God made this for me. All of you, beat it.
So they're being honest, you think?
No, I mean, I don't think any of them are honest. Like, look, I'll say this, though. Like, just the stuff that they focus on. You know what I mean? There's a guy from Nestle that doesn't think water is a human right. I mean, that guy should be hunted down and shot.
Yeah.
Right? And they're going to sit and just talk about, talking about all the, I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, we got to get America back to work. It's like, dude, this guy wants to own the rain. Can we do something about this guy? He works at Nestle. You're supposed to be happy, like making cocoa for people. And this guy's like going, well, people are running out of water. What if we owned all the water and we kept it under our place? And in the future, when everybody's... That's how you picture the guy talking. I want to own the water. I want to have it underneath my house. And just... I'll come to the door in a robe, slightly ajar. Right? Just a complete animal. That's what killed me when Bruce became Caitlyn. That was like a national news story, like at a ridiculous level.
Right.
There's like baby seals washing up on the beach because there's no fish left, and they're talking to this lady, you know, like, so Bruce, are you gonna go? Can your Olympic back handle a D cup, or are you gonna go with like something a little more perky? In any bad way. I'm just saying. I miss that guy. I miss him already. He should have told us. He should have given us a chance to say goodbye. I watched him on the Olympics. I watched him on Chips. I watched him on that horrible show my wife watched where he just walks around in the background. And it's just like, nobody listened to him. It was so sad. And then, I don't know, out of nowhere. It's just, he just all of a sudden, he's Caitlyn. Then you couldn't react, you couldn't on any level be like, oh my God, you know, what the F, on any level. You couldn't say that, or you automatically homophobic. It's like, dude, I didn't hear your inner thoughts. I didn't know what you were doing. All of a sudden, you're supposed to... Dude, you shave your beard off. People are like, oh my God, that's your chin? Wow. This guy walked out a dude, came back a woman, you're just supposed to be like, oh yes, anyways, Caitlyn, that's all I was saying. This housing crisis. I think the bubble's creating again. It's just... God bless him. God bless her. Sorry, they really freak out about the pronouns, too.
Yeah.
You say God bless him, and they're like, her!
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can see Bill's show. You can see Bill's show. Does anybody remember laughter at Madison Square Garden as part of the New York Comedy Festival on November 14th. For tickets to all of Bill's tour dates, visit BillBurr.com. I love talking to this gentleman right here. I never know what he's going to say. Bill Burr.
Thank you.
All right, brother. Worried about this environmental stuff. You really are worried about it.
I am and I'm not. I just also feel like, it'd probably be a good thing if most of us died. You know what I mean? It would be. There's no there's nothing wrong with driving a gas-guzzling car. There's just too many people doing it.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out a way to thin out the herd, and it's too late. These are the hard decisions that are going to have to be made.
We're here to hear about some hard choices.
Yeah. So you know how I would do it?
What?
I would randomly sink cruise ships. Yeah.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let's hear him out. Why would you randomly sink cruise ships?
Because you get 2,500 to 3,000 people a whack, right? And I think it's a good mix of people to get rid of, to be honest with you. They're not interested.
What happens after the second time they catch on?
No, because this is what you do. As you're sinking them, you're building an exact replica. So as you're eliminating people, you're creating jobs. And you just, like a lazy Susan, you just keep moving it around.
Right now, Trump is watching TV he's got the right idea.
Yeah. Oh, that guy. It's half the stuff he says. You can't take. That's what a white guy who lives at the top of a skyscraper sounds like. You know what I mean? You can't expect him to be talking, understanding.
Yeah.
People. Was that a full sentence? I don't even know what I'm saying.
You just recently bought a house and you're worried about there's no rain out here. Did you
Yeah. I put in this beautiful bathroom with a steam shower and all of that. And first thing I did was I paid the thing off to get those banker creeps off my back. That was one thing that I did that Trump said when he was talking. They said you went bankrupt. You went bankrupt 4 times. He's like, I have hundreds of deals, and stop making out those bankers like they're a bunch of babies. He's like, they're killers. They are. They need to be eliminated.
If we could only get them all on a cruise.
No, you can't. You can't do it. They're too. They own all the politicians. So, anyways, the house thing, yeah. So now I put a steam shower in. Now I can't use it, and I don't know. I think it was a dumb idea to buy out here.
It was a dumb idea to buy in Los Angeles?
Yeah. I think I should have bought on Lake Superior or something, up there with all that fresh water. You know what I mean? I figure that'll be the last one that dries up. Look at you guys. You're sitting there being quiet what I'm saying is insane. You know what I mean?
Your show, you voice the father on the show. It's an animated show.
Yes.
And, F is for Family. You voice the father. Is it based on your real dad?
Parts of it are based on my dad. I wanted my dad and everybody to be able to sit down and watch it without, being, oh my God, you put all our dirty laundry out there. But there's certain things like that. The catchphrase, I'll put you through that effing wall. Mm-hmm. That was my dad. He definitely said that.
He would say, I'll put you through an effing wall?
I'll tell you right now, you don't knock that out, I'll put you through that effing wall. He said it one time when we were outside, which was hilarious. He pointed at the woods. He was just so used to saying it, and we're sitting there snickering, laughing, there's no wall, Dad. There's no wall. What are you gonna do?
You need a grandpa?
Yeah. Do I need a grandpa?
Yeah,
I do.
Oh, good. I'm available.
It'd be nice. It would be nice. It would have been nice to have somebody more chill, singing
chill.
and dancing around.
Yeah.
Keep everybody in a decent mood.
Your dad wasn't dancing in the kitchen and stuff?
No, we had I've described my family to people. They said it sounded like Lord of the Flies. It was basically my older brother beat the crap out of me every day, and then I beat the crap out of my little brothers. I would practice on them to try to be able to beat him, but he always had the psychological advantage because he'd beat me for decades. So by the time I would get on top winning, it just felt weird. And I would get all psyched out, and then he'd get on top of me. I'm like, oh yeah, this is familiar, and I just cover up. He beat the hell out of me.
Bill, you're my favorite guest on the holidays.
I know.
Well, did your dad have a sense of humor? Does he have a sense of humor?
Oh, he definitely had a sense. Yeah, he had. Okay, this is a good example of his sense of humor. One time, we had a day off from school, just one of those random Wednesdays, parent-teacher thing. Nobody's showing up. All the adults are boozing Tuesday night. That's basically what's going down. So we didn't have school, so we were excited. And my dad came home, saw us all excited. He's like, what are you jumping around for? We're like, oh, we don't have any school tomorrow. We don't have any school. It's great. We don't have to do the homework. And he goes, oh, no, you got school. We were like, no, the teacher said we don't have school. And he goes, no, I just heard it on the radio driving home. They switched it. You have to go to school. So we're like, oh, what a ripoff. So we went upstairs. We did our homework. He didn't say anything. We went to bed. We got up the next day at like 5:45 to do our paper routes, right? He doesn't say a word. We eat breakfast. Doesn't say a word. We go out to go to the bus stop. Doesn't say a word. Finally, he gets in his car. He drives down the end of the driveway, rolls down his window, stuck his head out the window, waved to us, and drove to work, and left us standing there waiting for the bus.
And bus ever come?
No, it didn't. We stood out there for like an hour, looking like idiots. The Burr boys just standing there. And then finally somebody drove up the street. Somebody's mom was looking at us going, what are you guys doing? We're like, oh, we're waiting for the bus. She's like, there's no school. We're like, oh, my dad said there was school. That was the first time I ever called him an asshole. He didn't get mad.
What I love about your show is that it takes place in, I think, 1973. And that's when I'm growing up, coming of age. And the 70s, it's very hard to explain to people. It was a different time. It was a very different time.
Yeah, you could, like, I don't know, there wasn't cell phone cameras, and you could just, like, I remember one time.
Weren't video games yet, really?
Yeah, there was no internet. You just, like, played with matches or, like, threw rocks in people's pools. Right? Did you guys not grow up like that?
Yeah.
You did? Yeah, it was just stuff like that. I remember one time climbing up a tree with a friend of mine, and just these big kids came by and started throwing rocks at us until we cried, and then they left. And then we went down, we climbed down, and we started, like, lighting the woods on fire. Like,
This is what kids did in the 70s.
They did.
Thank God for cell phones. Thank God for video games. Firecrackers.
Why.
You messed around with firecrackers, right?
Yeah, we tied a kid to a tree one time. We threw fireworks at him.
You tied a kid to a tree and threw fireworks at him.
And he thought it was funny at first, and then we got, like, carried away. And then there were the quick wick ones, and one of my buddies, instead of throwing it like that, he went like this, and it blew up in his hand. And he just pulled it out. See, this is why I'm animating this. Because my entire career, all of my jokes, you know, I was always been like, oh, what does that say? That's going to make kids do this, so we're going to animate it. And then nobody can get offended except for parents of animated kids.
Let's talk about Star Wars as the big. Everyone's talking about Star Wars. The movie comes out tomorrow night. You must have been a perfect age when that film came out.
I don't. Somehow I missed that movie when it came out. Like, I grew up like isolated in a weird way. We lived on a busy street, so we were cut off from the other kids. And I remember that school year in June, I could talk to somebody my age. And then over the summer, Star Wars came out. And by September, I didn't know what anybody was talking about. They were all talking about the Force and Chewbacca and all of that.
You hadn't seen it?
No, I did. I never saw it. I saw it later. By the time then, I was too old. And I was like, this is like a cheesy self-help book put in outer space with, like, Muppets. Like, I really don't. No, I know. I don't get it. I don't get what... I missed it. You got to be a kid, right? You guys all saw it when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't see it.
I had perspective. Like, I saw it when I was like 27. I was just like, it's all right. Nothing crazy. I just want to drive by that line that they're all standing in.
Yeah.
Like, why does it matter? Why is it this important?
They're happy. They're happy. Why should we?
Look, you can tell how much money that movie's going to make. Everybody's just staring at me, shooting daggers. I don't care. I just, you know.
Okay,
these are the first 3 movies I saw. I saw For the Love of Benji. Then we saw Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
And then we saw Scarface. Swear to God. It went just like it went right off the rails.
Your parents took you to see Scarface? How old were you guys?
I was like 13. My youngest brother was like 7. She didn't know what it was. She knew it was like a gangster movie, but she thought it was like, you know, like Kojak or something, like TV show.
So she took your 9-year-old brother and you to
7, 9, 11, all of us.
7, whatever, to go see Scarface. And why didn't she, when it got started, that's the point where you say, oh, because there's stuff going down in that movie within 30 seconds.
Somebody gets chainsawed in the first 5 minutes.
That's right. And if she wanted to leave then, I would have, but she didn't. She just is very reserved. She's just kind of like, maybe this will get better. Like, she just like does that thing. She was very like, my dad was the volatile one. My mother was always just like, he's in a mood.
Yeah.
You know?
No one's ever said that about that character.
Yeah.
He's in a mood.
Yeah, he's definitely.
The immigration site to move to Canada crashed. Do you think people are going to really move to Canada? Do you think
I hope so. I hope so.
You want
Yeah,
people
there's
to move
too
to-
many people here. The rent's too high and all that. Just thin it out. Give us a little negotiating thing. And then what's going to be funny up there, it's not going to be Michael Moore's Canada. What he said, oh, you keep your doors unlocked and everybody's drinking syrup and it's, yeah.
He didn't. He didn't say everyone's drinking syrup. I'm quite
Talk to
certain.
anybody of color that tried to make it playing hockey up there. Listen to the stories they had. You'd be like, dude, were you in Alabama? No, it was in Manitoba. Yeah, those are still white people up there.
Yeah.
Just because they're on the other side of the invisible line doesn't mean that they're not going to act like white people.
Yeah. So you're not a big fan of Canada, is what you're saying?
No, I love Canada, but I don't go up there with like this starry look in my eye, like everyone's going to be riding around on mooses, right? It's just like these people, they're human beings. They're selfish. They're into what they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Conan, I really don't, I don't pay attention to things.
I know. That's why I love getting your take. Do you think the debates had any impact at all? We had to watch so many debates. Do you think it had any impact on the election?
No, I think people already made up their mind. Like, I was dying laughing by the fourth one. I was just like, who are these people sitting there in the fourth debate going like, well, I don't know, but, well, that was a good point. But then again, there is that. It's like you knew who you were voting for. You knew from day one. So,
Right. What about the angle? There was a lot coming from the Hillary Clinton camp that Trump is bad for children. And they had a lot of ads that said, children are watching this guy.
Oh, we all know
talk.
that children 5 and 6 years old are always tuning into the debates. Taking notes. That's what I did when I was a kid. I'll never forget that. I remember Watergate like it was unbelievable. I was sitting there, I was like 3 years old, just taking it in. Yeah. I was just like, wow, this guy's going to get impeached. This is the most amazing thing that's happened in my 3-year-old life.
So as a child, you were not that interested in politics, and you don't think children are in general?
I don't. I know there's so much stuff that's going on. It's a really weird time. I just hope people stop yelling at each other. And there's a bunch of just crazy stuff out there. They're saying that, racist white people voted for Trump. And, maybe some people did. But I just think my experience being on the road is a lot of white people like racism, it doesn't track with them because it's not in their life.
Right.
So it's like our clothes, you just, can I afford this? Is anybody going to make fun of me if I wear this? You don't think about the person who sews it together for a month for $1, right? And wants to jump out the window, Yeah, so that's how people look at it. So, because I noticed, when I was on the road, I'd be like, yo, this guy's got people yelling the N-word out at his rallies. What about that? And white people be like, yeah, well, I'm not about that. I definitely don't condone that. But Hillary, blah, 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 blah. And that's what I learned. It's like people give a about what's going to affect them. So, I don't know. It's not a fun time. It isn't.
Again.
It's not a.
Again, lovely having you here.
It's not a. What do you want me to do? It's like
I thought you were going to sing a song.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be as bad as people are going to say. I hope that all this screaming and yelling is going to stop. And, I hope people step outside themselves a little. I don't know.
Yeah. I think they will.
I don't know.
I tried to give it a little bit of an uptick at the end. You're like, I don't know. A lot of celebrities got involved in this election.
Yeah, that was hilarious to me. That they thought that I was going to change my vote because somebody from 8 Ways to Talk to Your Mother goes, oh, yeah, I'm kind of liking Bernie Sanders. It's just like, who are you? You're an actor. Why would I listen to you?
Yeah. That's a big phenomenon in our culture, though. Celebrities coming out and saying, this is who we think you should vote for. And it feels like it's kind of becoming apparent that maybe
I think it
people
hurts
don't...
the candidate.
Oh, you think it hurts them?
I think it hurts them to sit there and I just thought out here people got they're really smug and talk down to flyover states like they're a bunch of morons.
Right.
And I don't think I think it goes back to the candidate. I don't think you're helping them. I don't think anybody who's any sort of intelligent person, decides who they're going to vote for because the guy who pretended to be a shogun, in some movie told you to do it. We're talking about who should lead the free world.
Some of the strangest celebrity references I've ever heard.
Well, I watch sports. I always flip through and I see, people with swords, and I'm like, all right, that's in now, right? I don't watch it.
Okay. That's probably why it's not working on you. I mentioned earlier...
I watch sports.
Yeah.
And the thing that concerned me the most in sports was I watched Cleveland play a home game, in November and it was 71 degrees out and the pitchers were sweating and all that. No, that's not a good thing, people. This is the golden age of global warming. So take it in, stick your arm out the window before the hellfires come.
Always nice to cheer up the crowd. You know, Bill.
I should have canceled. This is like the weirdest day ever. You should have moved the show to Kentucky.
No, I like you here. I like you here because we're talking about stuff.
Okay.
You said you're a sports fan. Were you excited about that? Were you rooting for the Cubs?
I flipped like 10 times because I love Cleveland. I also love Chicago. And the 30 for 30 on Steve Bartman kind of soured me on Cubs fans because they really had that whole Mr. Smith goes to Washington sort of like, you know, heroes like, yeah, let's play two and, you know, we win some, we lose some. And then you just see what they did to that kid. It's like, oh, these are the
You're
same.
talking about the kid that tried to catch the ball.
With 12 other people that for some reason didn't get in trouble. They all picked this guy because it landed on him. And I just looked at him like, you guys are these are the same pieces of who vote for the Red Sox, root for the Yankees. You're all the same people. So I was like, I'll root for the Indians. Then they went up 3-1. And all of a sudden, Indian fans started talking trash, saying how they were going to be a dynasty or something like that. They were title town. And I was like, to hell with Cleveland. I'm just like a contrarian.
Yeah, I'm getting that sense very much.
Like, it's enjoyable.
You need to be medicated.
Like, no, it's enjoyable to be out here when Hillary loses, right? Like, I wouldn't want to be in Kentucky when Hillary loses and everybody's skipping around. That's boring, you know? The whole thing is just like about annoying people. Like when people tweet, it's very easy to piss off one side. The art is you got to try to get everybody. So you tweet stuff like, Trump is such a dope, he's actually going to make me vote for a woman, right? And then you just sit back.
Intentionally.
And you just watch him. You're like, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
You got everyone yelling at you.
Cereal out of a box.
Well, what are you eating cereal for? Hey, what about the NFL? I know you're a big NFL fan. You love football.
Huge. Yes, I do.
Declining ratings. Do you think the NFL has a problem? They're starting to say they're losing viewership.
No.
Do you care?
People who care about football are still watching it. They got too big. They just went all poppy. They had everybody dressing in pink, right? There's always jets flying over, support the troops. Katy Perry's doing a dance, right? They just took it way too far. You know what I mean? How are you not into like watching like the Sunday night game, the Monday night game? You're not a football fan. I just think that they went too crazy with it.
Right. So it'll settle.
It'll settle in. Hopefully they'll finally get that whole pink scam out of there too. You know? Isn't it like 1/2% actually goes to somebody who has like a head cold, and then the rest of them go out and buy like these giant pink yachts?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Andy, help me out here.
You know how they wear pink?
They wear pink for a whole month.
It's supposed to support breast cancer.
Yes, breast cancer.
Raises awareness.
That's what I thought he was talking
about.
It raises awareness. It makes
That's
sure
all
that
it
you're
is?
aware that there's breast cancer.
I thought it was raising money somehow.
You're not paying attention. They're throwing the tiny pink flag.
I knew about supporting breast cancer, but you see, okay, so you think there's too much of that? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying that I was on, the internet, and I was reading that a lot of the money goes into their pockets. So I was like, all right, I want to agree with that and say that that's true, and then repeat it on a talk show. That's how it works.
F is for Family, Season 2.
There's no smooth transition.
There's no smooth transition. You want me to make up a transition,
No, it's
You're
fine.
pretty funny.
It's fine.
Which starts with F. F is for Family.
Oh, yes.
Season 2. Edgy for a comedy show, for an animated show.
Yes, that's because we're on Netflix, and they let us basically do whatever we want. In fact, the first season, their network notes were push it further, which is basically the dream if you're in a writer's room.
Right.
And we just have been having a great time. And you try to base it in reality. It's loosely based on my childhood, and I had a very volatile father, Loved the guy to death, but he definitely could have brought the volume down a little bit sometimes. But, he's in his underwear a lot, and I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
if you make it a real person and they're screaming at real kids, people get nervous. But if you draw them, people don't care about animated kids, so. You get away with it.
That's true.
You get away with it.
That's true.
You always have an interesting take on what's happening in the world. First question, everyone talking about voter turnout. Did you vote yesterday?
Yes, I did.
You did. Good for you.
Yes, I did.
Got to vote.
Yes, I did. I can't quite remember who I voted for president. It wasn't Trump or Hillary, though. I didn't like either one of them.
Really? You didn't like either one?
No, I didn't. I couldn't stand her. She dresses like a real estate agent, like her doing this thing with her head.
Yeah.
The other guy's saying, take people's coats.
Yeah.
They just didn't offer anything for me.
Yeah, so they didn't appeal to you.
No, they didn't. And I don't understand why everybody's so upset.
Yeah.
You know, like, what's going to happen to you? If you liked Obama, did he call you at all in the last 8 years? Did he ever put a sandwich on your table? You do that. You're going to keep doing that. You're going to be fine.
Right.
Everybody's like, what's he going to, oh my God. Dude, I have to say, though, him winning is the most astounding thing I've ever seen.
It was a surprise.
No. Surprise. Dude, like, you're talking like Lake Placid, the Olympics, when we beat the Russian, buries that. Kurt Gibson's home run is a joke.
Right.
The Giants beating the undefeated Patriots, that's all a joke. Dude, the star of a reality show is going to run the country. The guy who decided if Brett Michaels or Cyndi Lauper would make a better CEO for a company that doesn't exist is going to be running stuff. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was the shit, though. He was like, he just reminded me like when I didn't read the book and I'm just like, just winging it, you know? I'm gonna do it. How you gonna do that? Oh, you'll see. You'll see. It worked. Dude, he is the greatest shit talker of all time. He sat at like a $100,000 breakfast while the president trashed him. Humiliated him.
This is a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I'm jumping around.
White House Correspondents' Dinner, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for giving it structure.
Yeah.
Humiliated the guy.
Right.
My wife would love you. You should sit next to me during brunch. She never knows what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sits there, the guy totally trashes him. He's absolutely humiliated. And within like 2-3 years, he had that guy's job.
Right.
So you could never talk shit to him. Going, hey, Donald, you know, one time I was in a bar and this guy came in, oh, really? One time I was sitting, I paid $100,000 for breakfast. The President Trump, what the hell's his name? Barack?
Obama.
Yeah, Obama.
Yeah. I'm giving you structure now.
Yeah,
President Obama.
He trashed me. 2 years later, I had a f***ing job. I kicked him out of his house.
Yeah.
Out of his house.
Well, how did you think the night would go?
I thought Hillary was going to kill him.
Yeah.
I totally did. I was sitting there going like, you know, I thought he was going to do okay, but then it was unbelievable. It's like one of those things like you're watching a game and you don't care who wins. You know what I mean? You just, I'm just hoping it's going to be a good game. And then all of a sudden, you know, one team's up by like 30, you're thinking, and he just came in and I don't know, the Statue of Liberty. I don't know how he did it. It's astounding.
Are you worried about him at all being in office? Do you think, does it concern you?
I don't know. I feel like the president, you only see him like once every 3 weeks. You know? It'd be like if you were dating a chick and if she was a jerk, but you only saw her once every 3 weeks. There's like no way she could break your heart, you know?
What?
No, it's you gotta see people they're day to day.
Yeah? Well, what do you think his presidency is going to be like? You know, a forecast for us. What's it going to be like?
I have no idea. I have no idea. All I know is the other one used to go to those Bilderberg meetings, you know, where they'll dress up like yaks and have those eyes wide shut parties. So I didn't know what she was going to do.
Wait, Hillary Clinton?
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
That meeting they have underneath the mountain.
What are you talking? I brought you out here to bring perspective and knowledge at a painful time, and this is madness.
I don't
have she dresses like a yak and meets under a mountain.
What do you want me to say? Like this whole thing, none of it made sense. Like this guy saying he's going to build a wall from California to like El Paso, Texas. Like, dude, I've done that drive. That's like a 2-day drive, 85 miles an hour. Like, like you're going to build a wall. You're really going to do this. Like, how much is this going to cost? How many times you going to go to Home Depot? Like, how big is this thing going to be? Look how long it took to build the Freedom Tower, and we wanted that. That took 15 years. Dude, by the time they build that thing, we're going to be the ones going over it. It's not going to happen. I'm not like, you know.
Well, how could the polls be so wrong? That's a big question everyone's asking today. Is the polls all said, oh, Hillary, 95% chance, 85% chance. How could that have gone so wrong?
Because I don't think that they talk to people. I think they just hang out in their conference room and be like, yeah, you feeling what I'm feeling? Yeah, let's go with 47%. When did they do it? No one has ever asked me. And I also think if you're any sort of a normal person, if just somebody came walking up to you with a clipboard, like, hey, who are you voting for president? You'd be like, hey, none of your f***ing business. And you just walk away. So basically what you're getting people either so stupid or just with so much free time that they would sit there and they would talk to somebody with a clipboard. I would never do that.
And they would probably say whatever comes to mind, yeah.
Right, yeah.
You don't have to tell the truth.
Exactly.
Fascinating stuff. We're going to take a break. Much more with Bill Burr. Stick around. Both Massachusetts guys, Patriots.
Yes.
Are you? I'm guessing you're a Patriots fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we're both Patriots fans. What do you think's going to happen this coming weekend?
I think a bunch of people are going to put money on the Patriots. So if the line moves far enough, take Falcons with the points. I think it's going to be a classic, and you should bet the under. Whatever everybody's saying, walking around the casinos, like, dude, it's going to be a shootout. Always go the opposite way, because Vegas always wins, right?
Right.
So whatever the morons are saying with their kids slung over their shoulders, just bet opposite of that.
You didn't tell me that guy was off to the casino. With
That guy is everywhere. That guy is everywhere you want to be.
chips? No, but I got this. Boom.
Yeah. That guy is everywhere. He's always in front of you in line. That dude just, I don't know, it's probably my anger, but I feel like most people
Yeah.
look like that to me.
Yeah, well, I'm really glad that since you had a child, you got over your anger issues. I look forward to a lifetime of you not losing your cork.
No, I'm going to beat it. I'm going to go to therapy.
You're not going to beat anything.
I'm going to talk to.
You're going to blow up so soon in front of your
Typical
child.
parent. Typical parent.
It's going to just a
No more
lifetime.
doing coke.
I'm not going to be
No
like
more
my
go-
parents. I'm going to change.
You and I got to go drinking one day.
Anytime. I do that anytime.
All right, let's do it. We'll both get sitters.
Yeah. Andy, you want to come with us?
Sure.
Designated driver.
Oh, yeah.
Couple of
yeah.
angry redheads. That'll be a fun evening.
Wait, you're saying Andy Richter's the designated driver?
That doesn't mean I'm not going to drink.
All right, I get to talk my language. All right, good deal.
Yeah.
Baseball. You're a baseball fan. I know you're a big sports fan. Big baseball fans.
Big sports fan, Joe.
Okay, well, listen. Now we have this issue of who's going to get into the Hall of Fame, and they're not people like letting people like Bonds and Clemens in because, obviously, of steroid use in the past. What's your take on that?
I don't know.
Does it upset? Does it make you
No,
crazy?
I don't mind that people use roids. I think they should use roids because they're using themselves as guinea pigs, and it'll all trickle down to us one day. And after they messed up, their heads get all big, and they take that part out. I think by the time
if enough athletes, you're saying, use steroids,
destroy themselves with steroids, they'll figure out how, they do it with singers. If a singer can't sing, she gets to use a steroid.
Yeah.
Right? How
So
come a football
you say
player?
it's going to improve. It's going to improve the drugs so that we get to use them.
I'm saying by the time we're 80, they're going to have like a steroid vaporizer that you can just inhale, and you're going to have abs. I'll get a full head of hair, and you're going to be banging some hot 65-year-old. And it's all going to be because of these athletes and the sacrifices that they make that no one appreciates. Those guys in the 70s, the stuff they took in the 70s.
Oh, in the 70s, the steroids were crazy.
It was like horse tranquilizers. You came out with like a mane, just slapping children around.
They didn't have a mane. No one had a mane.
Well, you're not supposed
I'm ready to play.
Some people would argue that.
All right, so you don't have a problem with that at all. Okay,
No,
you
I
want
don't.
more of it.
I don't.
Seems
I
like-
think Barry Bonds was a victim of the steroid era because I feel like he wasn't cheating, and then everybody else cheated and passed him, and now the president was calling them, so he was like, all right, the hell with you. This is me on roids. Mark, here's 73. Why not? How fun was baseball when everyone came up like the Bugs Bunny cartoon? Remember when he played all those guys and they were just cranking them out? It was amazing. Hitting 70, 80 home runs.
So it's good for the sport.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a big
What about,
proponent of
is it
steroids.
true that you're kind of pals with Lance Armstrong? Is that true?
I got to know him because of your show, because I came out and I stuck up for him, saying he wasn't the only guy doing it. It was everybody in the race was. I can't remember what the hell I said. I always say stupid things. And I went to Austin, and ended up, he came out to the show. And he had a self-deprecating laugh about it.
Oh, so you hung out with him, you become pals with him.
Well, so where are you going with this? This is feeling very Fox News. Yeah. Yes, we've done a couple of podcasts. It's been good.
Okay, all right.
All right, you're making me all nervous.
I'm not making you
just kept
nervous.
staring. So you
It's
hung
a
out with-
question.
So you hung out with him.
Ah.
How do you guys feel about Muslims at the airport?
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep the anger down, so I've been like meditating.
You've been meditating? You seem like a very angry guy. I can't believe, I can't even imagine you meditating.
Yeah, I get angry at the guy's voice, because every time I start getting there, he'll just start going like, just let thoughts go, don't think anything. It's like I wasn't, and then you started talking, and then I get mad at him, and he literally becomes this thing I have to try and block out. I don't know.
Are you like, I mean, okay, so you're trying to be, because you want to be calm for
I don't
your
want
daughter.
my kid to ever see me yelling. I grew up with that. I don't want her to see that thing. So, like, I have, like, these different techniques I do. I do a lot of walking away now. Like, me and my wife, I think it should be this way. I think it should be that way. And then I feel like the volcano coming up, and I just literally just do, like, exit stage right. I just walk into another room. I just stand, and they're like, this isn't worth it. This, like, I don't even know what I'm angry at anymore.
Yeah.
I get angry over nothing. It's just all crap from, like, you know what the deal is. You grow up and you take your childhood out on people, and at some point you got to stop. So I'm trying to do that.
I turned that into a show. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's genius.
That
is genius.
Thanks, Pop and Ma. Thank you. That's how you do it.
All right.
But I'm sure, I just cannot believe your child is going to see you lose it, Bill. There's no way you're going to lose it. You're going to meditate. You're going to do whatever.
You're doing that parent thing. It's going to happen.
It's going to
be
happen.
horrible.
She's going to be in the car with you. What do you like in the car? Driving around.
I'm much better. It depends on if you make an aggressive move, I don't get mad at aggression. I get like that willy-nilly, should I turn here? What do I do? That's when I'm just like, go! I start screaming. But like if you make, you pass me on the grass, if you make it, I mean, I can't get mad at that. It's like I get it. I want to do that too. I just don't have the nerve, but just do it fast.
Do it
Whatever
fast.
you're going to do.
All right.
Yeah, if you're going to hit me, T-bone me. Get it over with.
All right. Congratulations, you just had a daughter. Is that correct?
I did.
Is this your first child?
My first child. My wife did all the work.
So, man, because Andy and I have been through this, not together, but we each have 2 kids. But you are now going through this amazing life experience. How's it going? What's your first impression?
It's been going. It's not as hard as people say. People always bitch, moan, and complaining, but, like, I had enough training before I got into this. Like, I've boozed hard until, like, 4 in the morning and had to get up at 8, like, my whole life. Go unload trucks, go do a gig or something like that, so I'm kind of used to it.
So you're used to this no-sleep thing. You've done this before,
Yeah.
All right.
Had to catch flights and just, stumbling through the airport, going to your seat assignment rather than the gate, and then having to switch it up. So, yeah, I've been through it.
Yeah, so I can't believe you think those are the same, but all right.
No, what I'm doing is
human life. You're talking about a human life here.
I try to tone it down because everybody gets you all freaked out. Like, parents are the worst. They're crazy people. Like,
I mean, other people with kids, yeah.
Yeah, parents.
Yeah.
People with kids.
Yeah. I'm with you now.
Just freak-
Okay. I'm sorry. I was boozing till 4 in the morning, and then I went to the airport.
I know.
So I'm a little out of it. So what are they driving you crazy? What are you talking about?
Because all they did was just bring anxiety. Like, I thought it was gonna be this great thing to have a kid and to tell other people, and oh, you're having a kid? Oh, no more doing this, no more doing that. Just making it seem like it was gonna be this miserable experience. And it's been, I mean, I'm only 10 days in, but it's been a good thing. Kid hasn't taken the car out or anything yet. It's been all right.
Have you had, like, so friends they're giving you advice, they're sending you advice. What are they doing? Are they texting you advice? What's happening?
This the guy sent me this video going, hey, my daughter took her first steps ever. And he goes to send me, it's his daughter. She's not wearing a shirt, which is like, all right, they do that in the diaper commercials. That's fine. And then when you press play is like over her goods. And I press play, and the kid's completely naked, just sitting there like walking like that. Yeah, I hit stop, delete. And I was going to text him like, dude, don't send me like naked photos of your kid, a video. You haven't watched To Catch a Predator? I don't understand people. They like upload pictures of their kids on the internet. They put like the little stick figures on the back of the car, like mom, dad, how many kids, the dog, like the whole menu for the serial killer sitting behind you at the red light. Like, why would you do that? I don't give out as little information as possible. Don't send me naked videos of your kids, you weirdo.
Yeah.
It's not cute.
You just
It
had
was
that
on my phone for like 3 days. I didn't check it out. Then I finally looked at it. And for like the next 4 hours, I'm in my house. Every time a helicopter went over, I thought the feds were coming. And I went, look, I swear to God, I know this guy. He thinks it's cute. I don't. I only watched 0.8 seconds of it. Jesus.
All right, well, settle down. It's going to be fine. You know...
Yeah, it's just a naked kid video. Yeah,
all right.
Relax.
The important thing is that when you, I watch other people with their kids, and I thought if they could do it, I could do it. You know, that's what calmed me down a little bit.
Yes, I saw this complete animal in the grocery store, just walking with this kid. Like he had him, like thrown over his shoulder like a beach towel, and he was trying to find where his wife was, and he just looked like such a moron. I remember just thinking, if this guy can keep that alive, I can do it. I can't explain the vacant look on this guy. I almost bursted out laughing when I looked at him. It's like, you're a dad? All right.
Are you following the protests?
Only because my wife watched the women's rally.
Uh-huh.
She did watch that, which was
very inspiring. For
like 10 minutes, and then it was just like 100,000 people in the rain agreeing with each other. It was just like 3 hours. Are you ready to blah? Yes! I said, are you ready? Yes! For the love of God! We're all on the same page here. Can we go inside? And then Madonna crushed it. Madonna comes in wearing a beret, so you know she's in a rebel mood, right? So she comes in, right? Just the absolute king and queen of just steering it back to your own music catalog. Drops a couple of F-bombs, threatens to blow up the White House because she knew Fox News would be like, is Madonna a terrorist threat?
Yeah.
So she gets all that free thing. And then she seamlessly goes into some of her back catalog. And, you know, throws out a few tunes, you know, to get some iTunes money. It was hilarious. It was so brilliant.
So you couldn't, it bothered you that she sang, or you impressed
No, I
that
loved
she sang?
it. At being in this business, it was so perfect. She just, you know, she did everything but be like, and Trump wants to put a wall up between here and Mexico. I believe there's no borders between countries. Borderline. Feels like I'm going to lose. This is my first protest ever. You could kind of say it's like I'm a virgin, like a virgin. She should have gone through the whole thing. I can't imagine the money she made off of that. It was awesome. And then all the celebrities in the background sort of listening, doing this, and then fame whoring off at each other. Like, no, I love how your mind works. I love how your mind works. Woo! At the
Fame
end of it,
whoring
though,
off each other?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, they were still going to men. That's what I didn't like about it. Like, you still had to go down to the guy's house and be like, hey, knock it off. They should have been like networking, handing out business cards.
Right.
You build websites, I want to do this. I
Right.
think the way to get people in power to pay attention is you don't go to them. You kind of like have a meeting over here. Then that freaks them out. Like, oh, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
And then they come over to you.
Right.
You don't walk up to their house. That's a weak move.
You watched the inauguration?
No, my wife was giving birth, so I was kind of watching it. And
Wait, she's giving birth and you're half watching the inauguration?
She was in labor. She
Okay.
was in labor, so,
Yeah.
you know, I'm hey, you can do it, you can do it. And then he was yelling, so I was kind of, you know, I got to know what's going on so I can keep making a living. So
American carnage.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't get the guy. He literally trashed everybody. He did like the Elliot Ness speech in The Untouchables. The only thing he was missing was like a 2x4, and he was trashing everybody with red and blue ties. So it actually made me relax, going like, well, nobody's going to work with this guy, so he'll be fine. But now he's doing this stuff to Muslims, and then I didn't know you could do that as a president. Like, just I'm doing this, and then you're doing it. I just... You remember that?
You thought the Congress would be involved?
Yeah, I'm just a bill.
Yeah,
Just,
right.
I thought you had to go through that whole...
Yes!
And then it's off to the something else, something else. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like that.
I think there was another cartoon called I'm an Executive Order. I just show up anytime. Bam, 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 bam. You know, I mean, I think.
Yeah, it's a very... it's been unsettling so far, you know?
What did you think of Hillary Clinton at the inauguration? I thought that was... For her to show up at that inauguration, it's the second time that...
And she started crying a little bit again. I don't know, man. I don't know. I get sick of people making excuses for her. She blew it. See that? Nobody thinks that. She blew it. Look, you lost to a guy who said 3 things a week that would torpedo anybody else's campaign. How do you do that? That's like you're playing a football game, the other team throws 20 interceptions, and you still you still figure out how to blow it. At what point do you take responsibility? They try to say, they would be like, oh, it was a bunch of, I love the racist white guy thing. A bunch of racist white guys. They came out of the forest, and they were just going, Trump, Trump, Trump. It's like, where were all these racist white guys the last 2 elections when they could have voted against a black guy? They were fine. Oh, I don't mind the black guy, but this white lady, we got to stop her. She's going to take her four-wheelers, Macuzzi.
So, okay, so not a lot of sympathy there for Hillary Clinton.
No. You blew it. You blew it.
Like,
you put the wrong team around you. You didn't generate enough excitement to beat this guy who, I mean, it was unbelievable. The stuff that he was just tripping over one coffee table after another, and somehow you just couldn't get out in front of this guy.
On the show Crashing, very funny show, you play yourself.
Yes.
Is it hard playing yourself as an actor?
No. That's what I've been doing my entire limited acting career. Like, real actors are like Anthony Hopkins, where he played that serial killer in Silence of the Lambs.
Hannibal Lecter, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, the next move, that should have ended his career. Like, he should never have been able to see him as anybody else. And then the next movie, he played, like, John Quincy Adams, and he was literally John Quincy Adams. My buddy saw this thing one time. John Travolta was talking about, like, just the walks. He's like, Vinnie Barbarino walked this way, Vincent Vega walked this way, like, you know, whatever. The guy from Get Shorty walks this way. And I just remember hearing that going like, dude, all my characters walk like me. They all have a Boston accent. They all look like, I'm trying to be believable.
Yeah, as yourself.
Yeah, it's basically the least amount of work you could possibly do as a performer. That's what I do.
That's very good, and it's working for you. What do you...
Yeah, I think so, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know.
You and your lovely wife, Nia, have a one-year-old son?
Daughter, one-year-old daughter. No, it's all right, it's all right.
It's all right?
What, are you supposed to memorize what everybody has?
No, I have one guy whose job it is to tell me if it's a son or a daughter, and he's right there.
Oh, he's squirming behind the...
There he is, yeah. Pretty much.
JP, you said I had a son? I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, not that I really rely on these things, but...
It's just notes.
Bill, you have a one-year-old daughter.
Yes, I do.
I'm just curious.
Take two.
What's that?
I said take two.
Take two. No, we're going to keep all of that in. I want people at home to know just how shitty things are around here. What's the best thing so far, in your opinion, about being a dad?
I actually like going to the park with my daughter, pushing her on the swing and all that. And then also, at her first birthday party, I realized how lucky I was to have a girl, because they just sort of chill out and take things in. And I saw the little boys, they're like maniacs. They're like throwing stuff, ripping. Like literally watching my daughter, she just kind of waves hi at everybody, and the boys would come up, just rip toys out of her hands. It was like breaking my heart, because she's, you know, she's so innocent. She hasn't met an asshole yet. So like, it's sort of like this, oh, what was that vibe? And then the boys, you know, they're climbing on, they're throwing rocks down on the car. It was like Braveheart. Every time I told them, it's like, you guys, you got to stop doing this. And then also, you can't tell other people's kids not to do stuff.
Right.
So you got to kind of like be loudly like, hey, he's climbing up on the utility pole, and kind of hope that somebody does something. Well, back in the day, you could yell at people's kids, and I think that needs to come back, and that's what's holding back this country.
Yeah. Yell at other people's kids. No, it's good.
At some point, you got to be, hey, get off. Hey, I said don't do that, and then you got to be like, hey, look, you little shit. You know, that's my car.
Yeah.
Stop throwing rocks on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Before I throw you over the wall. You're not going to do it, but you scare them a little bit.
As a dad, do you feel that you have more or less importance than you used to have when you were just a couple with no children?
Way less, way less.
Yes, that's been my experience as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like when you're dating, you feel like you're number one. Then the second you get like engaged, you become the backup quarterback. Like you start going down the depth chart. And once you have a kid, I think I'm like fifth now. Like it goes my daughter, then my wife, my mother-in-law, like the UPS driver. Brings the Amazon stuff. But I don't mind, because I'm like antisocial. Always, you know, like I had the best Christmas I've ever had since, you know, I was a little kid and believed in Santa Claus. Just coming back with a kid is then you don't have to really engage with adults anymore, which is awesome. You just come in, they're like, hey, Bill. You're like, hey, here she is. And they're like, oh, my God. And they all gravitate over. You can go hit the bar, hang out. Nobody's talking to you. It's tremendous.
Hit the bar in your house.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't go out like some Angela's Ashes stuff. I just go spending the weekly paycheck. No, I just go over and I have a couple of pops. You know?
Sure, yeah. You do what's right.
That's right. Get behind the wheel, you know?
Let me ask you something. Now I gotta move away again.
It's just so easy to offend people now. You have to do it.
You did a show in Reno this weekend, I understand.
Yes, I did.
Okay, how did it go?
It went great. It was just, you know, a big show. Everything went great. And then one person, I was making fun of the military, you know, which you can't do now. Like, we totally went from Vietnam, all the hippies being like, hey, man, you're like a baby killer, man, to like now you got to give like a standing ovation when they walk over to Delta. You know what I mean? You know, show that you're not in ISIS. Like, I don't know what you have to be doing. Like, thank you. You know? So I do this bit making fun of the military a little bit. And the first time I did it at a VFW to make sure that it was funny in the right way. And it killed. It was even a dude, he lost his legs. He almost fell out of his chair, dying laughing, going, dude, that is so true.
So you got approval from them. Veterans.
So then I'm doing it in front of regular people, you know what I mean? So the second everybody has a good time with it except one person. He came all the way up to the front and just didn't even heckle, just started yelling. He said, hey, show some respect. He starts yelling at me like he's my dad, right? So he's like 100 pounds overweight. I'm like, why don't you show some respect and lose a little weight next time you have the middle seat on a flight? You won't be spilling over onto your fellow Americans. No, I know, that's off limits, because now fat people are heroes. Everybody is a hero now.
Everyone's a hero.
No, I'm gonna tell you what about fat people. Your organs are not giving you a standing ovation as you walk over to the refrigerator again. What you're doing is dangerous. You got children, lay off the ice cream. It's so brave to be out of that, you know, so whatever. So that guy, oh my God. I was so upset that security, like, escorted him out. I wanted to talk, like, I started my show blaming women for sexual harassment. That's how I started it. Yes, it was absurd. I wasn't being serious, you children. This is the worst time
I
ever.
have to now move my chair away from you.
I know, because then all of a sudden, dude, it's literally...
It's tough times right now.
As a comedian, yeah, it's like the walls, it's like you're in this walk-in closet of what can be funny. And meanwhile, there's like a swirl of trash with every toothbrush he ever used spinning around the Pacific Ocean. Nobody cares. God forbid you tease the Navy a little bit, and people have like a conniption.
Well, what did you say about the military that got people so mad? Or this one guy so mad?
I was just saying, like, yeah, the guy who flies the fighter jet, okay, and has missiles shot at him, that guy's a hero. However, if you're the guy that, like, points in the direction that the plane takes off in, you know what I mean? We're kind of watering down what is heroic behavior.
You don't think that guy, the guy who points in the direction is...
Yeah, the guy doing Warrior One, like the yoga pose. Like, the battlefield is that way. No, but everything has just become that. It's just become like this,
right.
This, you know, that whole first responder thing, you know, all these, like, code words you have to say. It's so stupid. I'm a first responder. I love that one. It's like, dude, I called you. I saw the fire. What am I? What do you have, like, ESP? We just want to thank our first responders, and just everything has just become, and it drives me up the wall.
All right, we're gonna take a little break. We'll have more with Bill Burr. We'll calm him down during the commercial break. I want to ask you about this. You tweeted this, a still. This is about Alexa. I think we have it. What's going on here? Did you buy Alexa?
No, I don't know why people would voluntarily bug your own house. Like, do you think you're the only one listening in on that? You never saw Weird Science, how creepy these nerds are? All these cameras on your phone, all of that. Do people go on Ancestry.com? Why would you send your saliva into the internet? Why would you do that? Why don't you just go to the Illuminati and help them build your robot replacement? You know, they're already... Yeah. I don't understand it. Look, I get if you're, like, African-American, you know, yeah, they made them change their names, you don't know where you're from. But if you're white, it's the most arrogant thing ever. Like, you know what you are, basically, don't you? Like, how full of yourself are you? Like, I just have to figure out this recipe because I am a hoot. 2% Portuguese, I knew I liked peppers too much. No, a part of me dies every time I go into a store and I see something, they go, can we get a phone number? Watching somebody give them the phone number. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I always give the same, mine is all area codes. They go, what's your phone number? I'm like, 323-818-212-5. I do that. My fake email is youknowit@AOL. Feel free to use any of these.
Yeah, sure.
And just flood. Yeah, because then they sell all your information, and then like you'll get a note later. Oh, sorry, we kind of got hacked, and somebody has your social security number now. It's like, well, and then I should sue you because you told me that this was gonna. I don't know. Whatever. There's a lot of things I'm upset with. So.
We got a lot to talk about. We're both New Englanders.
I knew this was stupid to take this booking the day after the Super Bowl. I knew it.
It was either going to be a joyous occasion for us.
But I would look bad. I'd look like the fat kid that ate all the cake, you know, gloating about my team. Or we were going to lose. And, you know, whenever my team loses a Super Bowl, we've lost 5, I just close the curtains and I stay in there for like 3 days. Now I come out here smiling and waving like I'm in a good mood.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
You're not in a good mood. You're angry. No. You're angry about the Super Bowl?
No, it just sucked.
Yeah.
Just sitting there. There was no defense the whole damn game. Like 2 punts. It just, I don't know. Wasn't good. I told my wife right after the game, I'm like, I'm fine. We won 5. I'm good. I'm good. I just drove home in total silence. And then we somehow got into an argument about Janet Jackson. You know, about that incident years ago.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
And I didn't have any sympathy for. It was like, it was network television. You know, I wouldn't take my balls out on NBC at the game, you know, and expect that people watching wouldn't have a problem with it. It was a
slight
risky
difference.
stunt.
I think there was more interest in her breasts than your balls, to be frank with you. I'm just going to say, slight difference in interest there.
Yes, there definitely is.
Did you break down, there are different parts of the game, a lot of New England fans get upset that Brady didn't catch that pass.
He should have laid out. It's a Super Bowl. He should have laid out.
He should have extended his whole body and grabbed it.
You know what was funny was when on that play you actually saw his age. You know, when he stands in the pocket, he looks 25. The second he starts running, it's like, dude, I could D this guy up. Like, did you see last year when he threw that pick 6, when he dove to tackle that guy, it looked like somebody threw a dead body out of a car. like his arm moved, and that was it. But when he stands in the pocket, he looks like an astronaut. You're just this guy's, he's gonna live forever.
Yeah.
He's like Cocoon or something.
Yeah. So when he missed that pass that they threw to him, when he was the receiver, you felt a little better about your age. So, okay, this guy, he can't catch
I couldn't I knew I was nervous before the game because the Eagles evidently had this great defense, and they didn't stop anybody either. It was the weirdest game. And then they had that trick play with Nick Foles, and Collinsworth just kept talking. That might have been the most unbelievable trick play. But it's like the Patriots just ran that play. They're acting like you've never seen it before.
You seem unhappy about this game.
Yeah. No, I'm unhappy that I got to sit here and act and be all excited and start promoting stuff. I'm not in a, you know, when your team loses a championship game, it's like you don't go on Facebook, you don't go on Twitter, you just don't answer your phone. You just do that until like baseball season, and then it's fine.
Yeah. But look at you. You're on national television.
Yeah.
It's hours later.
I got to relive the death all over again.
Yeah. Madison Square Garden, I mean, things have just gone so well for you. It's exciting.
Yeah.
These tours you're doing are so popular. The latest one, the tour is called 50.
Yes, sir.
You are 50. Are you feeling different right now? Is 50 a weird time for you?
No, I turned 50, and I just decided to call the tour that. I'm kind of going the opposite of all the people who do, like, the Botox and the hair plugs and try to look 22 for the rest of their life.
Right.
You know, when they really just, you know, they don't look good.
Yeah.
You know?
You're saying, why? Don't fake it. Just embrace it. Embrace
it. They make your eyes water when you look at them. And my wife's always watching, like, those Real Housewives and stuff, and they just look exhausted. They're like in their fit. You know what it always reminds me of? Remember when Brett Favre played on the Vikings?
Yeah.
And it was just like, just retire, dude. You're in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yeah.
It's over. And those women, it's like, yeah, you had your time. You were beautiful, and it's over.
So
Now,
you
people
think-
grown. You don't remember when you were a kid, you went into the club and there was that older person hanging out? That creep? Yeah, that's what you're doing.
That's what you're doing.
50's not the new 40. It's 50. I am 50. All right? I have to go see doctors.
Yeah.
I have to have blood taken. So I feel young physically, but mentally, like when I watch TV, it makes me feel old.
What makes you feel old about watching TV?
There's music. There's no guitar solos anymore. And then for some reason, with all this technology, millennials, if you take a full water bottle and you flip it in the air and it lands upright, they run out of the room like they just saw a witch. Everybody's like, oh! They just take off. It's like, really? You had virtual reality glasses on, you're playing all these video games, and all somebody has to do? I mean, that's like a game like Tom Sawyer would have played. So it's stuff like that I'm just like, I'm not ridiculing it. It's just like, wow, I can't relate to this.
You can't relate to it.
Yeah.
You know, your show, F is for Family, I relate to it because it's about parenting in the 70s, and that's, you know, that was when I was parented like you. What do you think of parents now? How do you compare them to parents in the 70s?
Oh, it's just completely, the kids have so much power. It's like ridiculous. Like half of these kids, I'm like, I look and I just have what happened to me. And I'm like looking at a kid and be like, this kid's about ready to get punted across the grocery store. And it just never happens.
Right.
They just don't get hit. And I think it's hurting this country.
You're mad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
No, like,
let's get this. You're mad that children are not being hit.
This should be the threat of it. Half of it was just that, look, it was just your dad was acting like he was going to do it. He never did it, but your mother did. And because she was a woman, it was like, okay. Because it was like, hey, you let a girl beat you up, you kind of felt emasculated.
Yeah.
We had a rule, like, a lot of the stuff that I look at from when I was a kid that actually kind of made sense in a way would now be considered like abuse, I guess. Like when I was a kid, if you didn't finish your supper, as we called it.
Supper, yeah.
Yeah, my mother was just like, well, you're gonna finish, she would just wrap it in cellophane and you just picked up where you left off for breakfast. Like a blue collar job. Like you take the shovel out of the hole and just start digging it again. So, yeah, I remember one night we had cube steaks, which is like one of the toughest pieces of meat. I don't know if you guys, everything's so like Asian infused Wagyu beef. Everybody's eating that crap now, but cube steak was like, they literally had to hit it with a hammer to make it like edible. And so we were having cube steaks, and I forget, my little brother was still in a high chair, and he couldn't finish his. So my mother goes, all right, we're just gonna have to eat it for breakfast. And that was like 8 hours away, which was like half his life. So he was like, all right, I'll take that deal. So the next morning, I remember we were having waffles. My mother always made Sunday breakfast, so we had all these waffles, eggs, bacon, this whole layout. My brother was looking at half-eaten cube steaks and a little mound of green bean casserole. And he goes, so he looked at my mom, he goes, Mom, can I have a waffle? And she goes, no, you gotta finish your supper. He's like, well, after I finish my supper, then can I have a waffle? She goes, no, that is your breakfast. And he goes, oh, Mom, I hate you. And my dad, without looking up, took a full glass of milk and threw it in his face. Swear to God. This is what kills me. What kills me.
You want everyone today to have as miserable a childhood as you had.
No, but it was kind of funny. We know what's hilarious was my mother just popped up and just immediately started cleaning up, and my dad just kept eating. Like he didn't like the roles were defined back then. Now the guy has to throw the milk, he has to clean it up while telling his wife she's brave for just sitting there. Like whatever that is. Can you hear it? Oh, I know. Women are so overrated, right? We went from we went from not listening to them to now it's ridiculous. Like that believe women. It's like all of them. How about 85%? I'll give you 87%, all right? But that last 13% that keys your car, lights your shit on fire, and puts a family pet in a pot of stew.
Who put a pet in a pot of stew?
Glenn Close.
Oh,
Close, yeah.
Okay, all right. I think it was a separately boiled.
You know what I miss? I miss, yeah, tougher parenting and evidence. Those are the things that I miss from my childhood.
Evidence?
Yeah.
You mean
Due process?
Right.
Somebody says something happened, and then someone else goes, well, I said it happened this way, like the old gumshoe shows. Then they had to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't exist now on social media. It's just
Right.
like, it's just frontier justice.
Right.
You feel how nervous everybody just got in here? The fact that I just suggested that there should be due process? This guy's talking crazy, man. Did he just join ISIS? This is what it is.
No, what I'm saying.
And then the woos that they agreed, but they didn't agree when it counted.
We'll digitally add woos, don't worry. We have the woo machine. You are way too angry. 50 is still relatively young. You have the anger of a 110-year-old man. All these telephones.
I can't argue.
You can't argue?
I can't argue that.
You know, in the last segment, there's a lot you get worked up about, and you've always been that way. I've known you a long time. You get worked up about stuff, you get unhappy.
When he was 4, he was like, things were better when I was 3. World shit now. The heydays of my 2s.
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Are you, now that you're playing Madison Square Garden, you got all these fans, you're extremely successful comedian, are you able to enjoy your success now? Are you able to just have some fun with the fact that you're a success?
Yes, I enjoy it, but I still, the bane of my existence is I let little things bother me. Downloading new operating systems will just, I bring a lot of tension into the house, according to my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed, we're always working on me, Like, my wife is evidently some completed work, like under museum glass, and I'm like that building that has scaffolding around it for like 7 years. No, she's a saint for putting up with me, I know. But like, my latest thing that's driving me nuts is I spent 20 years in the back of the plane, getting treated like an animal. And I finally worked my way up to the front of the plane, Group 1, which means you get to board like it's your plane, right?
You get to board.
Yes. You
first,
sit in a chair that's the size for a human being. There's a place for your bag.
Yep.
Right? You get a little hot towel and all that. And then the second I get that, all of a sudden now, there's like these 20 groups that are like pre-boarding now. Like half the plane qualifies, and they're getting on, and I just sit there just like losing my shit. It starts off like, it's just like anybody in uniform, anybody in military. So it's like, all right. But after like the 20th guy, you just start being like, have you seen action? Are you on the front lines at least? Right? Then it's anybody with kids, anybody with disabilities, and then just anybody with a red shirt. Hey, it's Tony Tuesday. Anybody named Anthony can get on. Dude, one time, I saw this guy get on the plane. Okay, he wasn't in uniform. He didn't have kids. He had all his limbs. He wasn't limping. He didn't have a cough. He just walked on the plane. It's like, who the is that guy? Like, how did I get on before that guy? So... No, I always hated the anxiety of being in the back of the plane. I just remember, like, the worst is whenever you would get your seat and you'd sit there and they were about ready to close the door and you'd have that empty seat next to you. Like, the poor man's first class. You're like, oh, shit, I'll bring the armrest up. I can actually be great. And then all of a sudden, some fat bastard gets on the plane and you're like, no. You're like Quint at the end of Jaws, like sliding down the bar. Right? One time, I swear to God, this is all true. This dude got on. He was so fat. He was sitting next to me. I was literally next to him and behind him. He like tried to make himself smaller, and he like folded his arm, and his lat came out like a, those old Western saloon things. I'm just sitting behind this thing. So that motivates you to try to get to a certain place in life.
20 years, you work your way up to the front, and now still they won't let you.
Yeah, now that fat guy's considered disabled because he can't stop eating cookies. So he gets on. Look at everybody groaning. 90% of the world is starving to death. That guy. Eat a salad and get on the treadmill like the rest of us. We're all working out. What is the problem?
Well, okay, what could you do? Could you do anything then? Could you get on the plane? Is there anything you could do
Oh,
that would
Conan,
get
I
Bill
imagine there's something that I could be doing. There's always something that I could be doing. That's what I've learned being married. You know
Right.
what? You should have done it this way. I'm sorry, like that literally.
So I'm your wife right now.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
was
idea.
just playing in the loop. What am I doing now? You know, this is the thing. You know what kills me? It's
What?
just like if I could just fix my temper, my wife, she'd have nothing on me.
Yeah.
She'd have nothing on me. I work my ass off. I make a great living. I like doing the dishes. I'm a great dad. All she has on me is just, it's just, I don't know, like my overall vibe. That's it.
Wait a minute. All she has on
That's
you
it, is my
your
vibe.
overall personality and vibe.
Yeah, but what kills me, I was this guy
The
when
essence of who you are is the only thing.
Yeah, but I was this guy when she met me.
Yeah.
She's acting like I changed.
Yeah.
I was always flipping out.
Were you flipping out the day like when you met? Did you flip out? Did you really that early?
Yeah,
in the
I remember.
courtship?
She told me to go see that movie Monster. Remember that movie with Charlize Theron?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody was saying how, oh my God, it was unbelievable. Like, they literally blamed guys that she was a serial killer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when you saw the Jeffrey Dahmer movie, it wasn't like, somebody shoved a tuna fish sandwich up my ass, and I confused people with food, so they didn't make, like, a big excuse for him. You know? She was a psycho killing people, and she should have died. But I'm, like, watching it feeling guilt. Do they ever take responsibility for their actions? Even when they're murdering people, it's somehow our fault. It's unreal.
Why would having a tuna fish sandwich shoved up your butt make you want to eat people?
Because another man did it. Right? So it's another person. So you equated, I don't know, sex with food? I forget how the idea went. But all I know is she laughed. When I said it, she was dying laughing and kind of saw my point. And I always hate when she says to me, she'll just be like, you know, I just don't see where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? It's just like, honey, how many childhood stories do I have to tell you before you follow the breadcrumbs to the psycho that you married? I mean, did you ever take a psychology class like you didn't see this coming?
Right.
That's what it is. It's not that she says that I'm a jerk. It's just the nerve to be surprised.
All right, I wish we had more time. Good God.
All right.
I feel like do I help you at all by getting
No,
this
this was
stuff out?
cathartic.
It's cathartic, right?
Cathartic, because I'm going to go home. She's not going to watch this. She's over me.
I love it when a guest says, she's not going to watch
No,
this.
she's not going to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see Bill on his latest nationwide tour, 50, and he's starting to mellow, I swear to God.
I am. I'm getting the twinkle in my eye back.
At the TD Garden in Boston on October 5th, and Madison Square Garden, wow, on Wednesday, November 7th. That's fantastic.
Unbelievable. Thank you,
Unbelievable.
sir.
For more cities and dates,
Thank you.
go to BillBurr.com. Bill Burr, we'll be right back with Gina Hall for supporting Bill. You look good. You're taking care of yourself.
I quit boozing.
You quit?
I laid off Thanksgiving weekend. I just decided I was going to stop.
Well, that's was it becoming a problem, or?
Yeah. I'm a binge drinker. I'm not an alcoholic. I thought I was an alcoholic. But then I went to one of the meetings. I was like, all right, these people are out of their minds. I mean, I drink, but these people are insane.
Yeah.
I just kept hearing the stories. I'd be like, and then you quit, right? And it just would keep going.
Yeah.
My mom was laying there, and she was reaching for a respirator, and I saw that cold beer on the counter. I was just sitting there like, oh, there's little cigarettes and the donuts.
Yeah. Game of Thrones. People are very excited about it. Is this something you get excited about?
I wanted to watch that show. And my wife is African American, and she goes, Bill, I don't care about white people in the Middle Ages. She just finds them boring.
Yeah.
So I never got to watch it, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because when I saw that little kid was the king, I saw
little Joffrey.
Yeah, and he's going, oh, cut his tongue out, and these people are listening to him. I hate spoiled brats, you know what I mean? In the supermarket, I literally want to, like, kick them. I don't want to tip them over when I see him acting like that. So I just think it would, I started going to, like, believe it or not, I started going to therapy for my anger issues. And I feel like if
This is you post-therapy?
No, I'm only 2 in. I'm only two in.
2 in. Okay.
Yeah. No, the elevator only goes to floor 4 now. It used to go all the way up to the penthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're okay. I want you to screen this episode for your therapist, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure she'd have a lot to say about it. But I mean, it's not like I'm trying.
Yeah, you're trying.
I got a wife and kid now, so it's just like I don't want to. Like I was comparing a lot of my behavior to what I saw growing up.
Yep.
So I was being like, well, I'm not doing that, but I don't realize that other people didn't grow up around that stuff. So I was freaking people out. I don't like yell at people as much as I yell about stuff. So
right.
I'm just trying not to do that.
You're evolving. You're trying to evolve.
But then also, if I don't yell about anything, everything else I'm doing really well at. So selfishly, it's like if I fix this, like what can she get mad at? And then I got her.
You just did this whole thing about how you're evolving as a husband, and then it resolved with you saying, and if I do that, then I got her.
Yeah.
It's all a revenge fantasy.
You haven't noticed that in your relationship? Like, I've noticed being married, we're always working on me. Like my wife is some completed work, you know? It's just like, when's the light gonna, shine on you? Uh-huh. This crowd has hated me for 3 minutes.
That's not true. College admission scandal.
Oh, I love that.
The parents, you love it.
The funny thing about that scandal is that they got their dumb kids in there, but then they were able to handle the curriculum with no problem.
Right.
Like none of them flunked out. So I guess evidently the real difficulty is getting in.
Getting into those
Once
colleges.
you're in, you're fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So you went to Harvard, right? So I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
How did you find it? Was it difficult?
I'll tell everybody this. I worked really, really hard as a kid. I was a grind and went to public schools. And then I got in, and I did think once I got in, this is not, I was terrified.
Right,
I thought I was going to be
I
thought I was going to be the stupidest person there. I was filled with feelings of inadequacy. And then I don't think it was harder than any other college that anybody's gone to. I really believe that.
I don't know, but I think I can't imagine the embarrassment in those houses.
But you're smiling so much just thinking about
I
it.
know, I'm smiling more because, I've made a bunch of mistakes. I don't hold people, I don't know. I still watch O.J. Simpson highlights. I do. I'm a football fan. He's one of the top 5 running backs of all time.
You're able to compartmentalize.
But he's all of that. When he goes into a restaurant and they go, murderer, murderer, he's not just that. He also won the Heisman Trophy. He get 2,000 yards in a 14-game season. It's just like people are they're complex.
Do you think anyone, when he walks into a restaurant, anyone yells out, Heisman Trophy?
I would be adding stuff on, Naked gun! Naked gun! 1 and 2.
Joe Biden's been a big story. He's the front runner. I'm curious what your take is on Joe Biden.
Yeah, I just think that's another stupid thing of just because every mouth breather can chime in. It's never about what the picture's about. It's always what's going on in the corners. Yeah, you landed on the moon, great. But what's up with your helmet? And they always got to trash something about.
What are you talking about now?
How people, they just, look, he's an old guy. Okay, he came up in politics when you shook hands, you kissed babies. He was probably standing on the back of the train. He's so friggin' old. And now it's just, time passed him by.
Right. So you're just thinking that it's just as a guy who's older, he's got a different style, and that people are making...
And none of the pictures are that creepy.
Right.
His hand's on woman's hip, right? And then you take the picture, and you just start writing a bunch of creepy shit about what he's doing. It's not like he went for side boob. He wasn't like sliding up. No, it's a total overreaction.
Is that the face someone makes when they're going for side boob?
I would think so,
Here he's go. Conan's going for it.
You know what it is?
Be easy to spot that.
You know what it is? They've destroyed so many guys. Like, he's all that's left. Now they're going after like 100-year-old guys. My question is, when are they going to go after the horse, right? If we're going to sit here...
The horse?
No, if we're going to vet everybody, when are they going to turn it around and start... How many times can you watch a woman who's never sunk a jump shot or hit a big putt in her life take some guy's big, giant house?
What?
Why are you looking at me like you don't know what whores are?
Divorce. Oh, divorce. I thought you said the horse.
No, I said horse. You're both wrong. I said horse.
Oh, horse. Horse. Wait a minute. Andy and I, this has never happened before where you and I both misunderstand.
Yeah.
That's never happened in 26 years.
Right.
You're the one that that up.
Hey. That's wrong. Listen.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's worse than
I am a guest on this show.
Let's switch topics, because you're out of control. Out of control.
Not out of control. I'm just saying, there's predatory women out there, too. Dude, I'll tell you right now, go do a show. Third show Saturday night in a comedy club. I'm telling you, you get an unhappily married woman in an undersexed marriage after a couple of drinks. I'm telling you, cover your junk, because she's coming full court press with her gray teeth. I used to be able to pick them out. You try to get a table between you and them.
You're having a full-on breakdown.
I am not. You're just not listening.
I am listening to every word.
I'm just
a minute
saying,
ago, a horse was attacking
you're going after Joe Biden for doing like.
I'm not. I didn't go after Joe Biden.
Literally, like those pics when you used to get a family photo at Sears, and they pose it. He just looks like he's posing, and people are like, oh, what is he doing?
Yeah.
Why is his hand there? Did he just sniff her? It's like, how bored are you? This is why nobody of any reasonable, decent human being is gonna run for president. Because of you assholes. Yeah, like that's them. That is the story. It is them. It's the millennials. You're a bunch of rats. All you're doing is trying to get people in trouble. That's all you're doing, taking pictures and recording people. He said this, but did you really mean that?
So it's the millennials that are making it impossible for anyone to run for president right now.
I don't know what it is. Like, I don't have a problem.
You just said that's what it was.
Look, that was a long time ago. No, it isn't. We're not focusing on any of the real problems. We're bankrupt.
Yes.
We're literally bankrupt.
As a
okay?
country,
As a country.
economically
Yeah,
bankrupt.
you win a championship, you get fast food at the White House. That's how broke we are now. Everybody's blaming Trump like he's got a budget now. He doesn't. We're literally bankrupt, but nobody's focusing on that. And, you do any joke in your stand-up act, all the millennials flip out, you know what I mean? They're all hurt.
Yeah. Of course, the lady with the gray teeth isn't too pleased right now.
Oh, my God.
Do women really grab your junk when you...
Oh, it's just, those...
What club is this, and how can I get there?
It's not fun, dude. It's
been a long time.
They're freaks.
How old is your daughter now? She's very young.
She's 2, yeah.
She's 2. What kinds of things do you do with her?
Oh, I finally took her to my first, the movie, dad-daughter movie. I was driving down the street and I saw this billboard for Dumbo. And I was like, oh, I'll take her to go see Dumbo. I didn't know it was a Tim Burton movie, right? If you look at the billboard, it looks like a cartoon. I saw it it still looks like a cartoon. So I show up, and it was like IMAX in these giant leather chairs. And I was like, wow, they're really going all out for these kids. And I sat down, and I gave her, she was sitting there with a big thing of popcorn. She's looking at me, she's eating a big smile on her face. And it didn't dawn on me that I was the only one with a kid there. It was like this 60-year-old dude sitting next to me. And I was like, look at this loser sitting here by himself going to a kid's movie. So then the movie starts, and immediately the music was scary. I'm like, wow, they're really Disney's going hard on this one. And my daughter kind of put her arms up, and I just kind of took her in, like, you all right? And she's burying her face in my neck. Look, oh yeah, and the guy's being all mean to the elephant. I think it was something about zoos, so they had to show him being mean. He's like, get out of here, you piece of shit, or whatever he was saying.
He said that's a Dumbo?
Well, he didn't say, but that was his vibe. And I remember my daughter said something, then the 60-year-old guy gave us a dirty look. And I'm like, what kind of, guy gives a kid a dirty look at a kid's movie? And then it finally dawned on me, like, this isn't a cartoon. Like, what's going on here? And finally, I just said about 8 minutes in, I was like, to my daughter, I was like, you want to go home to mommy? And she just goes, yeah. So I picked her up and I grabbed the popcorn. And I walked by the 60-year-old guy who was not a loser. He was smart enough to know that it was a real movie.
You know, what I will say is this reminds me of the fact that you were talking to me once and you said that when you were a kid, your mom would sometimes take you to inappropriate movies. Does it occur? You're doing the same thing to your daughter.
No, she took us to the first two movies I saw For the Love of Benji, which was like, I think, a talking dog. And then I saw Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, which was a Volkswagen that had a mind of its own. And my mother was just like, these movies are stupid. So we went from that to like Stripes. And then we talked her into taking us to see Scarface. I remember that.
Wait, now how old were you when you saw Scarface?
I was a freshman. I remember the chainsaw scene. This is why I love my mother. To this day, she goes, well, those first movies were stupid. Scarface is a good movie. I stand by that.
Did that scar you at all? And then, no pun intended, but that did like mess you up at all or anything? Seeing those, I mean, that's a young age to see that stuff.
No, I don't know. It's what your parents do to you. That's what messes you up. Everybody always tries to say, you know, or the people around you, the kids you went to school with, everybody tries to say it's somebody who played on a basketball team, you know, because they did something that messed their kids up, and it's just, you know, it isn't. It's you. You screwed your kid up.
Yeah. My guest tonight's a comedian and co-creator of Netflix's F is for Family. He also, of course, plays Miggs Mayfeld in The Mandalorian. Please welcome our really good friend, Bill Burr. Bill, how are you?
What's going on? Oh, thank you. Thank you, all seven of you. And the 4 Kevin Harts.
Yeah.
Is he in the black section of the crowd? That's what it seems like. They've moved up to the middle. Progress. I like it.
It's so nice to have you here. You're one of my all-time favorite guests. Always entertaining. We've had such a good time together over the years. You know, we really have.
Yeah, it sucks that you're ending this.
Well, we're ending this version of it. I'll come back with a cooking show or something.
What are you doing? You're going to be on what? HBO Max? Are you allowed to say that on this network? Or are they going to get upset?
No, they're cool with it. I think aren't they all the same thing
they're
eventually?
All in bed together.
Everything's owned by the same thing.
Everybody's owned by one company now. We're all working for Exxon.
All working for Exxon, and they have a very low budget.
Exactly.
We don't have a lot of money. That reminds me back in the day when I used to do like Chappelle's show. That was like Viacom, and that was the funniest thing ever. They would always be like, we don't have a lot of money. So you'd like book a part. They'd be like, yeah, you're playing a SWAT guy. Do you have any combat boots? And you'd be like, yeah, no, I don't. Any of your friends? Do your friends?
And they're Viacom. They're Viacom.
But it was just like, this isn't my job. My job's to book the part. So we would just give the lady shit down there going, hey, you're playing a blacksmith. You got an anvil? Any of your friends? Do you know, can you get one? Lug it over here? It's like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't know. That's always been, I've been paid a lot in exposure throughout the years. This is great exposure. I'm just going to trash everything I've ever done. I love the 80s Strikes Back. It's great exposure. It's great exposure. We had to fight them to give us cab fare. I mean, granted, it wasn't the highest art. Bill, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, I'll tell you. Remind me, back in the day, I worked in a restaurant in North Carolina that was slowly going out of business. And at one point, I was the busboy.
Slowly going
Slowly. It was a slow, bad day. They put a 5-star restaurant in the middle of this stupid strip mall. It was doomed from the beginning. So, not to mention, it was sort of the 80s, so a lot of people were, they were ready to work. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Amped up. I was the busboy, I was the grill chef, kicked on a mesquite grill and the dishwasher, all at the same time. I remember there was this asshole. I was thinking about it this morning. This is that Irish thing where you never let shit go.
Yeah.
I came running in the back. I'd taken off my chef hat. I ran out and I busted the tables. I came in the back and I said, hey, we're out of glasses. And this guy who was on work release from prison, he goes, well, why don't you wash some? And he goes, a novel idea. I remember he said, like, he was this well-read guy. And
this guy was on work release from prison?
I was like, yeah, hey, how about you don't go to jail, you convict piece of shit, and I'm doing 3 other jobs. But here's the deal. He was in jail, so I was scared. So I was like, okay. And then I just washed him and probably burned the shrimp brochettes.
That's a tragic story. You know, I'm going to say something, Bill. I'm going to say, despite that rant you just had, where you got your temperature got up a little bit, your heart rate raised a little bit, you do seem calmer to me. We were chatting a little bit when you got here. Seems like you've calmed down. I know you had your second child recently. Fatherhood calming you down?
Baby boy, fatherhood made me have to figure myself out because I didn't want my kids to go through, you know, some of the stuff that I went through. Not saying it was all bad, but some of the stuff that I went through. So I just kept trying and failing with the temper, and I ended up taking mushrooms.
You took mushrooms to help you with your temper?
No, I didn't do that. It inadvertently helped me. I just took it because I was like, all right, I'm going to be 53. I've never tripped. Like, am I going to miss out on that? I'll do it once. I'm in the desert. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
So I did it. And, you know, I didn't do a lot of it. So I sort of mini tripped. You know what I mean? Like the TV looked like it was going to, you know, get bigger and fall on me.
Right.
Sink looked like it was breathing or whatever.
Right.
But then after that, I was sort of left with this profound sense of loneliness and not feeling loved, right? So I'm literally laying there going, what the hell is this? I love my wife and I love my kids, and I figured it out. I go, oh, this is how I felt growing up. I get it. And then I was like, I've been running from this feeling. That's why, hey, I do stand-up. I fly helicopters. Am I cool? Do you like me? And I just, like, the pandemic really just not having anything to do.
Right.
Just slowed everything down, and then all of that smoke just kind of came back, and I was trying to, you know, organizing my office, and I couldn't stay in front of it, so I was kind of like, all right, I need to sit and figure out what this is. So it's kind of funny. I ran from it for 30 years, and in 3 months, I kind of figured it all out, put, like, all the pieces together. So it's funny now. I haven't, like, flipped out or yelled in my house. But now I'm going up. I still have that need to be liked. So now I'm like going up to my wife, like, you know, I haven't yelled in a while. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Am I a swell guy? Do you like me? So I still have that crushing need to be liked. But I'm not like flipping out.
Yeah.
No, I feel great. I feel like light and all of that. And
that's nice. I'm
I'm not worried about the whole, oh, if you get happy, you're not going to be funny. It's like, no, maybe I could have a new, like, empathetic, you know, way of going at shit while still, you know, I will still forever rip apart inconsiderate people who I deem in my own dictator world as inconsiderate people.
Right, right.
Like, I had a murderous thought in Target with this fucking self-involved woman who's just shooting the shit with, like, the person that's registered. There's 6 people behind you. Just do the transaction and get out of there. And, like, all the stories were self-serving and about herself. And I just felt it, I just felt it coming up. You know, we got a tropical storm developing, you know, just...
So you feel, even though you're enlightened now and you've found peace,
I'm not enlightened. I'm not. I figured out that why I'm up, but I'm not enlightened.
Okay.
I'm still a shithead. Don't you dare compliment me, Conan.
Okay.
I'll tip you over in that chair if I was strong enough.
What about, I mean, there's a lot of people that are upset about a lot of things these days. You know, people are arguing about whether they should get vaccinated or not. Have you gotten vaccinated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm up for it, too. I'm like, you know, if they're trying to kill me, which doesn't, that conspiracy, I love a conspiracy, doesn't make any sense.
You don't think the anti-vax conspiracy lines up?
That they're secretly trying to kill all of us for population control? No, because what they would do they would be killing all what they call the sheeple. So all the people can be like, all the people that go, what are we supposed to do? Okay, they're going to kill us.
Right.
And then just be left with all the Fonzies with their leather jackets who don't want who are too cool to listen to people. Like they got a nightmare. Who's gonna dig their ditches for them? So
yes.
It just doesn't make. I mean, if you want to say that they're going to come up with something to thin the herd, I will go with that. But they would never do a pointed attack on people that are going to do whatever they say.
Yes. Yes. They're eliminating the wrong group if this is the plan.
So maybe they vaxxed us sheeple, so then they can have a second vaccine of COVID thing come out to kill all the cool people that hit a jukebox and it turns on.
So anyone who's anti-vax is a Fonzie. That's what they're just all
They're all,
Fonzies.
look at me. We were a couple of Ron Howards sitting here, right?
Sure, yeah, we're
You
Ron
look like
Howards.
I'm at a younger age. I look at like I'm now. And I like to think I'm the Oscar-winning director, Ron Howard. Well, you're
Right.
still Ron figuring
I'm Ron.
himself out.
I'm towards the end of the Happy Days run.
Yeah.
I might direct the movie.
Right around when he started dating Lori Beth. Right? Yeah. Sorry, that was a deep cut.
Yeah.
Lori Beth.
Okay, so the problem is, in our culture now, if you have a weird belief, you can find a source that caters to that belief, and you don't have to read anything else because of the internet.
It's called the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't listen to anybody's theories anymore unless I just go, did you get this information at the library?
Yeah.
Okay, if you got it at the library, I'll listen to it because the library has the decency to break up information between nonfiction and fiction, meaning this happened and this is just some shit people made up.
Uh-huh.
You go on the internet, everything is presented as nonfiction, and that's why, dude, in my lifetime, I'd say for the first 47 years, that nobody thought the Earth was flat, right?
Right.
And in the last 5 years, all of a sudden, people, are coming out telling me there's an ice wall that you can go look at. Like there's these ice walls. Like we're basically in this giant bowl of, I don't know, cereal or something.
Yeah.
But then once again, I'm like, all right, I'll go with that. But like,
Right.
what is the upside to telling me, a sheeple, Ron Howard, right, that the world is flat, is round when it's really flat?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the upside of doing that?
Right. Why trick us? Why deceive us?
Yeah, what do you get out of doing that? And they can't seem to answer it. I go, what you need to do is get a pilot's license and go for your instrument rating. And then when you see VOR signals and realize one of the things that blocks it is the curvature of the Earth, you'll stop trying to rent a boat to go look at the ice wall.
People are flipping out about masks, and on both sides. Like, there are people that say, I shouldn't have to wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. I don't buy it. And then there are people that...
I love those people.
What?
Yeah,
you like the people that flip out?
Yeah, don't wear it.
Yeah.
Don't wear it. Go kill yourself. It's awesome. Because I have to be honest with you, I know a lot of people died from COVID, but I'm starting to see the traffic come back, and I selfishly thought I wish it killed a few more. I'm being honest.
God!
It's an honest, selfish thought
God!
that I had.
So just specific commuters. We've got to be clear here.
No, people that I don't know or love, that I would never miss. It's 100% selfish.
Okay. You just want to...
You know what's funny is when I looked out there, all the real people were like this, and all the cardboard people were still. So I think overall, I think it made sense.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart agreed with that one.
Yeah.
All four of them.
No, 3 of them went for it.
Yeah.
One of them just covered his face. Didn't want any part of it. What do you make of this Bill and Melinda Gates divorce? Are you following that? That's a crazy story.
No, I haven't, but I know if I say that she's going to get a ridiculous amount of money that she didn't earn, I'm going to be labeled a misogynist.
Of course she's going to get a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, why? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Why?
She's been a partner of his.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
Stop what?
Just stop with this bullshit that, like, Dr. Dre's wife hanging out with them, and that's why he came up with the headphones.
Wait a minute, what?
I don't understand, like, what do you talk to your wife about? Are you sitting there going over plans and blueprints? You're not. It's all like, you've been working a lot lately.
Yeah.
Which isn't even supportive.
Wait a minute.
Hey, I am liberal when it comes to this shit, because when Britney Spears got divorced from that backup dancer, he should have got a tracksuit and a laptop. Okay? Those were all her songs. And I'm going to say, no, but he supported her.
But this has nothing to do then. What you're saying is this has nothing to do with someone's gender.
You know what I love about Bill Gates?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
ahead.
love about Bill Gates?
Probably
I
money,
love that
I'm
he
guessing.
has so much money that even if she cuts him in half, he's still got 15 billion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he's still there.
Yeah.
He can enter that second part of his life, maybe wear an open shirt, get the convertible, to track something like, a third of his age.
Get like an 88 Chrysler LeBaron,
Yeah,
drive around.
No, get the Ferrari California, the GT, right? You get the GT with the top down,
Yeah.
Yeah, and go attract some gold digger that's gonna, like, you know, build up your ego. Do that for a while.
Do you think that's what he's going to do? Do you think he's going to start?
I think if you buy that car, that's what it comes to you. Like, there's a danger to buying that car. That big yellow, they see that big yellow prancing pony, and they just come out, they come up out of the manhole covers, all these gold diggers, like a zombie movie. You make a lot of money. You gotta be. You can't buy a car like that. That is a gold digger magnet, and they are so good at it. They can look and tell if it's rented or not. They know where to look for the sticker. I don't know how to do that. I'm just saying, predator behavior goes both ways. But this sort of predator behavior does not fit the narrative.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of all those white people branding themselves as good people rather than just trying to make money off the suffering of others.
Who?
Just all of these people who are sitting there acting like they're not like up. Everybody is up in the head. You are. If you really listen to your inner monologue, I thought that. Stuck in traffic, I actually had the thought, uncontrolled, selfish moment. I wish COVID killed more people so I could get to the Comedy Store quicker.
Jesus.
I thought, I know it's a wrong thought.
Right.
But
you're
happened.
admitting that you had that.
It happened.
I've wanted to kill and kill again, but I don't do it.
I don't do it either. And that's the difference between being on the outside.
So you think of...
Do you know a buddy of mine told me he watched this documentary on the son of Sam? Mm-hmm. And he was saying, like, dude, you got to see it. He didn't kill all those people. He had help. And I was like, dude, I'm not watching this documentary. He goes, no, they proved it. I go, they did. He goes, yeah, they proved it. I go, how did they prove it? They go, well, they went in, they asked David Berkowitz. They asked him. They go, did you kill this guy? He's like, yes. Did you kill this guy? He's like, yes. Did you kill this guy? He goes, no. He said no. I go, oh, you mean the guy who was talking to a dog? That guy, that's your proof? I don't know.
Not everything he says.
This is why I like this sweater.
Yeah.
Because it just lets people know that I'm this curmudgeon. I'm really steering in. I'm going the opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm supposed to be doing HGH, get that Hulk face going, right?
Right.
Get some hair plugs.
Yeah.
And what's the last thing? What's the trifecta of that? Oh, the Botox.
Oh, yeah, you got to get Botox.
You got to go Botox, you got to do the hair plugs, and then you do the HGH, and then your organs grow so you still kind of look fat. You know?
But you're going the other way. This is so much cheaper. You're wearing a sweater.
Because those people need a sidekick, right? They need the sidekick in the movie that looks like this.
Right.
Right? So I'm going to fill that void.
But you are. You're on The Mandalorian. That's a huge deal for you. For anybody.
That was a huge deal.
You're in the thing. That's the one show that everybody watched during COVID. I have to question you about this because you used to make fun of Star Wars. You would go out of your way to make fun of Star Wars.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
I only did it when it came out. And I saw a long line of people looking like they were going to enjoy themselves. And I did my comedy job was I made fun of them and I tried to make them feel stupid. I do that all the time. That is the job of a comedian.
So it had nothing to do with Star Wars.
I made fun of Steve Jobs when he died and all the nerds that loved his little big shit that he did on computers.
Yeah.
I made fun of it.
Yeah. So what you do is when you see people enjoying themselves or filled with any kind of glee.
Anticipation of a wonderful day.
What do you like to do? You like to take that away from them.
I come in my X-Wing fighter to get into your world, and I take them
my
out.
world.
Well,
I don't watch that.
It seemed like you took it a little personal.
I did not. I like the original Lost in Space. You know, that was my thing with Dr. Smith.
I loved it. Ooh. He just couldn't hold his composure.
No.
Oh, no! It's just like anything that was happening. But I loved when shit wasn't happening. He could sit in the calmness of being lost in space with the spaceship. Did the spaceship work?
Yeah, it worked, but they would go from planet to planet, but they were lost. But I'm talking about
Gilligan's Island in space.
In the 1960s, Lost in Space, they had this ridiculous character, Dr. Smith.
I loved him.
Who said, "You bubble-headed booby!" Yeah. And he would yell at the robot all the time. And every episode, he would take the kids and try to sell them to aliens so that they could be taken off to an intergalactic zoo. The parents would foil it at the last second, literally try and take their children from him, and his punishment at the end would be like, "No blueberry pie for you, Dr. Smith." And he'd go, "Womp, womp, womp."
Yeah.
He tried to kill your children.
It was an abuse. He didn't. He tried to leave them behind.
Yeah, awful guy. No one's going to care about this part. Check it out, 60s Lost in Space. It's just absolutely
it's
insane.
fascinating. It's an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
right? He's lonely. He didn't have a partner out there.
No.
You know?
His partner was a robot.
So maybe he felt like if he got rid of some of the stuff that these people loved, that he had a shot at love.
That's a very good read on it.
I'm just saying.
I like
He has compassion for Dr. Smith, but not for anybody else.
Yeah.
Star
No, I
Wars
don't.
nerd, you. Dr. Smith, child killer. Maybe you should think of it from his side.
Yeah, it's, you know, you're all over the map. You're all over the map. You know?
I don't think I am. I think I'm right on it. But that's how
Congratulations.
no, but that's how human beings are. Everything I'm saying totally makes sense to me.
Right.
I mean, if you could hear the applause between my ears right now, like, yes, Bill, yes. No, listen, I know I'm an idiot. I know I'm an idiot. And, yeah, and I should have read a lot more in life, and I didn't.
There's still time. Now, touring. Touring's a huge part of your life. Crowds, laughter. When are you going to get back to it? Is it starting to open up now, right? Are you going to do some indoor shows soon?
Yes. Actually, the Comedy Store is open now, limited capacity. And I have to tell you, after a year of doing shows outside and dealing with everything from mosquitoes to helicopters to doing shows near like highways and stuff, to actually be inside and there's no distraction, I went on stage. I felt like I was on steroids. It was so easy. Like, I built back up my Hellroom muscles that I used to have. When you first start out as a comedian, you basically do stand-up wherever they would let you. Like, I remember a long time ago, me and this buddy of mine, Rick D'Elia, did a show at the Fisherman's Feast in the North End in Boston. And we were so excited that Nick's Comedy Stop called us, like one of the main clubs. And we were like, oh my God, we're in. And it was like an afternoon gig. He was standing in the streets after like this a band playing like Volare, whoa, and all these Italian women like hanging out the windows. Like, I felt like I was in like the Pope of Greenwich Village or something. And we had to go on up after that and just absolutely just bomb. Like, that's like the whole first 8 years of your career is like every third gig is as bad as that. So after you make it and you start selling tickets, you actually get worse. You're not as good because people, rather than having to get them, they're like yours to lose.
Yep.
And I kind of built that stuff back up again. So I don't know how long that'll last, but.
I feel like it's going to be, first of all, like a renaissance. I mean, I know it's not in either of our nature to be optimistic, but I keep thinking so many performers have been put on ice for so long.
Yeah.
That there's all this pent-up frustration, observations, anger, and it's all going to come out in the arts in some great way.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be a positive thing. I don't know. I just wish they'd get rid of CNN and Fox News and the ability to leave a comment on the internet. And I think if they just did that, everybody would kind of relax a little bit more. And there could be more sort of, you're on this side of it, I'm on that side, and sort of give each other shit and then enjoy each other's points more so than, all the capital letters that people type in and shit.
Yeah.
Because I am all over the map, though, I get shit like I get shit that I'm a Trumpster. I get shit that I'm a socialist. I mean, it's literally all over the map.
But you make both sides angry.
I guess that's what I do. I never looked at it that way.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
All right.
No one's happy when you're talking.
Yeah. I think that's going to be my wife's new ringtone. That's going to be her new ringtone.
All right. You can see Bill in theaters across the country this summer and fall on Big Burr. Sorry.
On what?
You can see Bill. You can see Bill in theaters across the country this summer and fall on Bill Burr, the tour. When I later have a degenerative disease, they'll say that was when they knew that I mispronounced that right there.
You get worried that it's already coming on?
I do sometimes.
I do too, yeah.
Whenever I mispronounce something, I think, oh, that's when it begins. This is now. Now is when it starts.
I see movies, and like a week later, I can't remember what happened. It's kind of cool because I can watch them again like it's the first time. But like, I can't.
I've always wanted a place that will give me an operation that destroys the part of my brain that's seen Godfather 1 and 2, so I can see it again for the first time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Come back again. What if you had, sorry, did I not give you the reaction you wanted?
No, you looked horrified, which is appropriate. Can you imagine if I had a big scar right here and I was running a fever all the time and you said, what happened? I went, I had the part of my brain that has seen Godfather 1 and 2 destroyed, but it also attaches to my speech center.
Well, no, when my brain went, it was like, well, there's drugs you can take that will destroy that part of your brain and everything becomes new again. But I don't know if you even understand the context of it. I've been watching a bunch of, and listening to a bunch of music from the 70s and movies from the 70s, just simply because that's when I was a kid, and I feel like that's before whatever the happened to me. And so I go back there, not like that was the greatest time. But I came over, listening to the Dirty Harry soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's wild. You feel like you're gonna go solve a case. Then there's this weird woman's voice going like, whoa, like this weird sort of drugged up. I think
I know exactly that. I know that soundtrack well.
Yeah. Yeah. So
by the way, one of the most fun things I've done, just in the last couple of years, was you called me up when you were playing the Forum, and you said, "Come on down. I have a drum kit, and I'm with some musicians. And before I do my show at the Forum, we get to screw around in this amazing space." So I came down. You said, bring your guitar, and we had a blast. You're a great drummer. It was really fun.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
That was great. That was really fun.
For a comedian, but we had Dean Del Rey, Michael Devon. I'm trying to remember the people. We had a mix of comedians.
Yeah.
Failed musician comedians, then like real deal guys like Michael plays with everybody played in like White Snake and all that stuff before all this crap happened.
He could play everything. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. So there's a clip. I wish if I could find it on one of my phones. We did Van Halen, Ain't Talking About Love, and there was some guy who had like the Van Halen like tribute guitar, and he was crushing the solo. You came down. What'd you play? Van Morrison? It was such a great time.
I think I played Van Morrison, yeah.
We ended up playing for like it felt like 3 hours, and I had such a good time. And then when I stood up, I had no energy left, and I was like, oh my God, did I just blow it?
You got to do a show at the
Yeah, now I have
Forum.
to do the show. But fortunately, the fear of screwing that up becomes like adrenaline.
Yes.
And I was able to go out there, I forget what that sounds like, even having like a crowd, so.
Right. We'll get back to it.
Yeah,
We'll
hopefully.
get back to it.
Yeah.
All right, let me make sure I get this. All right, you can see Bill in theaters across the country this summer and fall on Bill Burr, the tour. For full tour dates, visit BillBurr.com. And The Mandalorian, of course, available on Disney+. Massive conglomerate. No one here is getting that money. Bill Burr. That was great.
Thank you.
My name is Bill Burr, and I feel all right about being Conan's friend.
That
I
is
feel all right with that.
That is such a Massachusetts attitude to have. I feel all right.
Well, I didn't see this last half of it. I thought it was how was I feeling.
Oh.
I didn't know it was about. Oh, it was about you. Oh, it's about Conan, everybody. Hi, my name is Bill Burr.
I don't want to hear this now.
And I feel so special about being Conan O'Brien's friend. I mean, it is such a short list. A lot of people want a Grammy. Some people want an Emmy. Not me. I just want to be Conan's friend.
Oh, well.
Finally happened.
Well,
He used to tell me years ago.
We got to see how it goes, how the podcast
You told
goes.
me years ago there wasn't enough room for two redheads in this town. Try to out-ginger me.
Yeah. No, it is true. I was going to tell you that your fame is such that I was talking to, we talk to fans once a week, and we just released an episode today where I talked to a fan who's in Tehran in the middle of what's happening there.
I know that guy.
And it's the same thing as growing up in Boston. Anyway, I was talking to him, and he was telling us all of this really intense stuff that's happening in Tehran. And then at one point, he said, "But Conan, when things calm down, I'd love it if you came here and visited me." And I said, "Well, would I be welcome? Would your parents know who I am?" And he said, "Oh, all I have to do is tell them this guy's really funny." And he's from Boston. He's got red hair, and my parents will say, "We love Bill Burr." And and then he went zing. And this is a guy who's in the middle of a terrible revolution and a terrible situation, but took the time to use you to zing me, and then said zing. And this is from Tehran, which I thought was pretty impressive.
I liked it. I liked that he said zing. That probably added an extra sting to it. If he just sort of gave you shit,
you would have taken that. But the fact that he went zing and went like old timey with it, I don't know. I feel like that got under your skin.
It did.
Like you're like, I know what a zing is. You don't need to say that.
Yeah.
I've been doing zings for 30 years.
I almost didn't release the tape of him talking. Yeah. I was like, what if it is such a terrible thing? Like, no, this is a great, message from someone in the middle of a historic, turbulent time, and he needs to get the word out. And I'm like, yeah, we're not releasing it. Why not? He zinged me. It'd just be so small of me. I'd be such a small person to do that.
I'm already wondering if they have a funny bone in Iran or whatever. Iraq? Is that what Iraq?
No, it's Iran.
Oh, was it Iran? Oh, that's brutal. I just said, what are you, a Yankees fan? It's like, no, Red Sox. Why do you have athletic soles on your wingtips? I just noticed
You never
that.
know.
I just noticed that.
These are beautiful wingtip shoes.
I don't know what it is.
I'm going to take these off now. These are beautiful wingtip shoes. And then at the bottom, they just have a little, like a rubber grip.
Yeah, in case a pickup game of hoop. He just can take off his tie. All right.
Well, you never know. You never know what
You're
might
tall.
happen.
Someone would pick you on the team. All right.
Does this look absurd to all of you? Oh, wait, thank you, sir. Thank you for leaping to my defense. That whole group over there still thinks it looks stupid. I think
he did too. He just wants to be your friend. There was too much emotion. You think this looks stupid? He's like, no! It's like, it didn't require that level. We're talking about souls that should have been, stuff. Nah, it's fine. That's where it should have been.
Well, anyway.
Gold toe socks.
I'm a banker!
What are you, a sitcom dad in the 50s? Honey, I'm home.
Hello,
I got a new company car.
Listen,
it's great to be white.
I say that every morning when I wake up, as all white people do.
Yeah. Hey, you know that non-white people, the government gives us free gold-toed socks once a month just for being white. They just fucking hand them out. Remember us come election time.
There have been times when those socks got me through some really rough periods when Uncle Sam sends them my way.
Makes you feel successful.
It does, actually. I feel good about these shoes.
When your wife makes a good point, do you take off your shoes and point to your socks? Just be like, do you think every guy walks around with these? Huh? Gold on his toes.
You think that's how I win arguments with my wife? You think that's how
what
I
I'm
win?
down to.
You point to something you're wearing that you're proud of to win an argument with your wife?
I get along great with my wife now. I don't die on every hill now. I just go, all right, even if it makes no fucking sense to me. I just think like, you know what? It's just gonna be an argument. I'm gonna give in, and then we're gonna do this dumb shit anyway. So why not just act like I want to do it, And it keeps the peace. I slowly die inside, but as we're doing it, I don't need you to act like you care.
You know what? Honestly, I don't really.
Yeah. I know. So
yeah.
You sounded like you're watching a rescue dog commercial. Aww. You want one? No, I work too much. Gas it.
Well, I'm sure your wife is always right too. Just
No, she is right a lot of the time.
Yeah.
She is.
See how that works?
Very nice.
You just agree with them.
Do you talk like this?
Ear to ear grin.
Have you done couples counseling? Have you ever done that?
No,
because you can't talk this way, and you can talk this way to your therapist, but you can't sit there with your wife and say, "Look, I just pretend what she's saying, which is fucking crazy, makes sense, and a little part of me dies inside. Let's all go get cookies." You can't talk.
No, you can't do that because then you make that person laugh, and then as much as they fight it, they're on your side.
I know what you're talking
That's how
about.
it works. You've done that.
Yeah. If you can
I've never gone to couples therapy. Somebody told me like that's everybody he knew that went to couples therapy immediately got divorced afterwards.
No, that's not true.
Well, I didn't. I'm just repeating what somebody else said. You fucking said that like I said. I didn't come up with
terrible. I'm a couples
No,
counselor
it's not
in my own
true.
way. I just think we need to
You
encourage
think I said the
people
world was flat? Sorry.
Well, until I see real evidence.
It is. It's like a cereal bowl, evidently. We're looking down into it.
Right. Have you talked to someone who believes the Earth is flat? Do you know what you would say to them? Would they be swayed by pictures from space, or does that not mean anything to someone who believes the
It's
Earth
all
is
done
flat?
in a studio, man. They do it over in Burbank. No, it would depend on the situation.
Right.
If it was at night and we were by ourselves and I didn't know him and he just approached me, then I would just be like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think you're right. I would just agree with him and make him leave. And he probably wouldn't. His eyebrows would go up in excitement that he found somebody else that agreed with his way of seeing the world.
Right.
And then I couldn't get rid of him. I don't know. It's quite a conundrum.
And then you'd be with this person for the rest of your life. They'd be a good friend.
Well, what was bad was when I got into conspiracy theory about the banks and the Federal Reserve was you met so few of those, and then those other people with they just thought because you believed that those guys were a problem that you then thought the world was flat and all this other stuff. It's like, no, I don't think that. I just think this stuff over there, and then they would look at you like you were a sellout. Like there seemed to be like no middle ground with conspiracy theory. You had to be all in with shapeshifters and lizard people. It's just like, no, I'm just saying the Federal Reserve. It's
right. You were saying you think in some ways our economic system might be a little gamed. A lot of
Ponzi scheme, yeah.
And a lot of people agree with you, and they thought, well, because that's a conspiracy theory, you're in on everything.
Yeah,
Every
that I
single
thought we
thing.
didn't land on the moon.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So then I I used to call them the eyebrow raise people because then they come up, dude, like, you know what else? You know what else? They come up to like that. So I just sort of I'll kind of keep my thoughts to myself.
I want to talk to you about this project, this movie that you're working on, because it's something that you and I have talked about, because we are friends. We have dined together. We've hung out. Our wives have hung out.
Just pictures with big chalices and candelabras. Conan.
We did. I had a suit of armor brought in and put in the corner. You're talking about this movie that you've made is a subject that's near and dear to your heart. It's about being dads, older dads, right?
Old dads, yeah.
Old dads.
There was something that came about by, not getting my shit together and having kids really late in life. Like I'm 54, my kids are 5 and 2. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize like how much the world had changed. Like my daughter's in kindergarten now, and I was in kindergarten 50 years ago. So just the whole way that they teach, like everything, literally, I'd be like, "Oh, you on the jungle gym?" And she'd be like, "It's called the structure." and then I'd be like, "Yeah," and then I'd be like, "Oh my God, I said jungle. Am I, was that borderline racist now? Like, what did I just say?" And you just start freaking out, and just sort of it lives sort of in that world, and then also all of this world now of where, you go back into somebody's Twitter account 8 years. And find a bad tweet, and they're like, "This is who this guy is. This guy's an asshole." And it's like, I always looked at it like, you had to go back 8 years before this guy was an asshole. That's an amazing like Lou Gehrig run of not being an asshole. If you went 7 years, like this guy was totally cool, but in 2014, that one random Wednesday, he was really in a mood.
Yeah.
And it was just weird. Someone who I lean left. I'm not 100% left. It's sort of like, I just thought that whole era was really fascinating to watch people like just trying to just sort of ruin people. Like I understood the beginning of it when they were going after these monstrous people, but then it just became this like these ticky-tack misdemeanors bullshit, and they would just burn them down. It was like a Frankenstein movie. Like they were all coming up the fucking hill. So it sort of subtly lives in that world too.
Right, and one of the things that I relate to you on is we both come from, like I say, a similar part of the country. I'm a little bit older than you, but I do relate very much. When you talk about being a dad, you often relate it to when you were contrasted with when we were kids. And that's something that hits home with me because, I had kids later in life. Now they're teenagers. But in the early stages, I remember thinking this does not resemble the childhood that I have in any way.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, the fact that so much care and attention is spent on each child was something that was, no, I'm not saying that. I love my parents, but it was a different attitude. There were 6 of us, and I remember very clearly at any given time, if you ask my mother or my father, where's Conan? They'd be like, I don't know, he's, no one knew exactly where you were.
They just sent you outside like that was a lot of it. They just sort of sent you outside and you went out and you just met other kids your age and came up with stuff to do when you were outside, and then eventually you ran into older kids and then they just beat the shit out of you. And then
This is where
and then you came up like I did a cartoon for Netflix called F is for Family, and one of the first episodes is a scene where the young me and his friend are up in a tree and these guys start throwing rocks at us and shooting fireworks. And that was based on a true story. There wasn't fireworks, but it was just me and a friend of mine were climbing trees. We're just climbing a tree because that's what you did before there was no internet. That was going online, climbing a tree and risking your life. So we climbed up this tree and these bigger kids came by and they saw us up there and they just started throwing rocks at us until their arms got tired. We were up there like crying, getting hit in the ankles and in the back. And then you just climb down the tree, and then those guys are assholes.
But I remember that, and I bring this up because the minute that my daughter could drive or my son could drive, my wife would check and she could show me on the phone where they were. And I thought that's just blows my mind. It doesn't.
Like J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah. It doesn't feel right to me that we are that accountable all the time. And sometimes I wonder if I'm just jealous of. There's like a care and attention.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? And I wonder because when I watch your comedy, when I watched you at Red Rocks, and you're talking about anytime you're talking about your child or your dad, how the house was tense or there was anger, people weren't dealing with things appropriately. I think I know what you're talking about. It was an era, and I think I sometimes when I'm seeing my family and my wife's handling everything so beautifully. For some reason, I become enraged.
No, I get that.
Why? Where was it? What do you mean? You're looking him in the eye and talking to them? What is this?
I totally get that. I remember one time being in like I forget, a grocery store or something like that, and I saw this kid. He started crying about something, and his mother went over and started hugging him and comforting him, and I just felt this urge to go over and trip this little kid. And then another time, I remember the grocery store, because that's where a lot of moms have like the kids and stuff. And this kid was going like, "Hey, Mom, can I have candy?" And she was just like, "No." And then he started crying, and it made me laugh. I want to be like, "Yeah, get used to that, kid."
So you enjoy the unhappiness and pain of a child?
I thought I did. But what I realized it had nothing to do with the kid. That was just me with all of my bullshit. I was jealous of the kid who was getting hugged, and then I was laughing at the other kid because I related. Like I remember when a long time ago I saw Sling Blade when it was in the movie theater, and I remember. When he zoomed that guy out of the house in the wheelchair, he's like, "Get out of my fucking house!" And he zoomed him out, and the guy was all helpless. I roared with laughter. And I remember I was with these actors that I was working on something, and they looked at me in this horrified way.
Right.
And I couldn't explain it. You had to be a comedian to understand. Like, I think actors and comedians, they process pain differently.
Right.
Where actors, I think, are more like examining it, where comedians, you just pave it over, and it's like, you're just laughing, not because you're happy that happened to someone in a wheelchair, you're just laughing at just how fucking mean it was. I told you about this, that one time my wife was on the plane with me, and we were going somewhere far, so she had like a tablet, and I started watching a movie, and she had fallen asleep, and I was watching a movie, and I was laughing so hard, I woke her up. And then she, when you don't know what somebody's laughing at and you just start laughing, she's like, what are you laughing at? And I was trying to hide it. And she looked and I was watching Precious. I don't even...
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
It was literally...
Oh, my God.
Some shit, it just gets so mean. It's just so mean. It pushes you through into comedy again. The mother said something so fucking mean, and then they just cut to her face, and she was so sad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being honest. I was wheezing. I was literally like laying in the.
So
I was laughing so hard. The woman I didn't know on the other side of my wife was laughing, and then my wife started punching me in the shoulder. I just gave her like the tablet. No, she's.
So
That's one of my favorite things.
It'd be great if
is
you were a
my
movie
wife
critic.
has such
It really
a
would
big
be great.
heart, and we're always watching TV, and she's forever getting teared up, and I am laughing my ass off. Like she used to watch The Biggest Loser, and these fat people would be crying about all the cookies and burgers they were eating. And they were crying like they lost a dog or something. And she would be crying with them, and I would just be laughing my ass off.
So.
No, most of the world is starving. That's why. Like, I went to like India, and I saw this level of poverty that I just maybe want to adopt every kid over here. And then you just come back to America, and there's these slovenly people. I just can't stop eating Oreos. And it was just so fucking hilarious.
Oh.
And
this won't air.
and then it's like
Can't do this.
this won't come
and then
out.
what it is because my wife
No one will ever hear this.
my wife gets mad at me for laughing. It makes it like, oh, dude, I have worse ones than that. I got worse ones than that.
We might as well get it out now because
I can't
you're
say
safe.
this one to protect people. You guys aren't gonna laugh at this one because you're told you're not supposed to.
No, that's not this crowd.
All right,
This is a
some dude beat the shit out of his girlfriend, right?
Well, you're off to a good start. You know how to get a crowd. You had them. You're like, yeah, I can top that.
How else are you supposed to watch the news? Am I really supposed to be going like, oh, for the whole time? Or you can laugh. I mean, it's a choice.
I have to
Like,
go.
how does it help me?
But how? Okay, I want to hear you pull this out.
So my wife was so sad about it that I had to make a joke because I wasn't mature enough to be sad with her.
Right.
So I was going like, what do you think she said? What do you think that last thing
for
she
God's
said, right?
sake.
You know? Yeah, exactly. So she gets all mad, right? So she got really mad.
Why did she marry you? She's lovely. I've met her. She's wonderful.
So then like a week later, my mother-in-law comes over, right? The fucking story comes on the news. And after the story's over, she goes, I know I shouldn't say this. My wife goes, Mom, don't say it. And she just goes, I wonder what the last thing she said was. And I died laughing. My mother-in-law died laughing, and my wife
Jumped out of the room.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, neither one of us beat her up. So, like, she can't hear us laugh. I'm not happy that happened.
Well,
I don't understand what the fucking news is. It's just like, hey, here's a bunch of shit you can't fix that happened that was horrible. Ah! Do you know at my gym, they literally play CNN, and it's just the whole state of California's on fire, school shootings and shit. It's like, I'm coming here to get away from this shit. I'm on a fucking elliptical, and I gotta watch people's houses burning down.
Right.
How long are you you're trying to make this seem like 3 hours on the elliptical? So we should be showing like, I don't know, Dumb and Dumber. I think this is going good, Cone.
I think it's going really well. I think it's going great. Now, what about when you're doing your sets in a comedy club? Do you have people that get into it with you that say, okay, you've crossed the line, I don't like this, or do they mostly...
At this point, people are coming because they like what I do. But like before I got to a certain point, yeah, I had a lot of those. I remember some woman, I said something about animals, and I remember she got so mad at me, and she came up, you know, I was selling my DVDs. That's how long ago this was. And I don't know, she got into it with me about this stupid joke. And then I remember she was so proud of herself in the end. She goes, you know, just to let you know, she goes, I'm a card-carrying member of PETA. Like she got a degree or something. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, what is that, like $25? You just sort of paid your way into that?
Yeah. How'd that go over?
For me, it was fun. It was like, that was one of my favorite things is when people would get mad and then they would like yell at you. They would do all kinds of weird shit. I remember I pissed off this one guy, I think I was in Texas, and I said something liberal that he didn't like. And he came up afterwards and he shook my hand and I shook his hand and he just goes, I just paid.
He showed you.
No, and I just laughed. I didn't give a fuck. I also was a really angry guy. And the shit I used to say was just, a lot of it was fucking, you know, I don't know what it was. And I remember a lot of times people dragging people out, like people didn't give a fuck, were dragging somebody out who was yelling at me. My favorite thing was the person, this guy who wanted to beat the shit out of me during the show, and they threw him out. In classic comedy club security, the guy gets back in to beat the shit out of me, but he stood in the line at the DVDs waiting to beat the shit out of me.
I like that he's very patient, and he's a rule follower.
Yeah, so I had to go bounce. I go, that guy, third guy down. That guy's gonna punch me in the face when it's his turn. Can you go over there and get rid of him? Yeah, there was a lot of that type of stuff. You know.
I don't know. I referenced the Red Rocks special because that's the last one I've seen you do. You have another one coming out, right? Do you have another special coming out, or that's going to be it for a while?
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it for a while. I don't really like where my act is right now. I'm trying to. It's too much of this, not enough of this. So I always have to have like that balance of annoying people and then sort of also being like, all right, I'm an idiot, you know.
Yeah, like, but I think, and this is worth talking about. Like I know over COVID. I ran into you, came by.
It's still going, Conan.
Please. It never existed. That's my little pet peeve. It's my little pet. Oh, I got the mask on.
I got really into vaccines during COVID. I can't stop getting them now.
Do they make
I just
you
got the shingles one. I got my second one.
Do they make you sick?
The shingles one, the first time I felt a little weird, and then the second one I had a little bit of a headache the next day. But like to not have like shingles, whatever the fuck those are.
I got those once.
Oh,
I got those years ago when I was first starting out in L.A. I got shingles.
How unsightly were you? A ginger with shingles?
Yeah,
oh
and guess what? I got them on my optic nerve of my eye.
No.
And so it just half my face, literally half, because the nerves of your face are symmetrical, got swollen, and I was in excruciating pain and couldn't drive anything. Look at you laughing.
Because I just pictured you in like a Batman movie, like being that face-off guy.
His name's Two-Face, not Face-Off.
Two-Face, right. Two-Face and shingles. They're coming for Gotham.
Half my face was completely red, swollen, and I couldn't. This is killing you, my pain.
I'm just thinking of your poor wife. You just screaming in agony.
No, I wasn't married. I was living alone. This is in L.A. 1987.
They had shingles back then.
Yeah, I think it started with me.
That was new.
I was patient zero, and I walked.
Would you fuck a monkey or something?
Well, that's none of your business.
That's how shingles came about. Somebody finger banged the bat, and then went to SeaWorld and got in the goddamn pool. That goddamn Conan O'Brien could have kept his freckled fingers to himself.
Let's just say I may or may not have finger fucked a bat. Okay.
Hey, what you do in your own time?
It was the mid-'80s.
It's what you did.
It's what people did.
First of all, it's a bat. It's still a mammal.
Yeah.
Right? So that's still within the Bible.
Yeah.
That's fair game.
Man can fuck with mammal.
Yeah.
Old Testament.
Yeah. There's nothing about a man laying with another bat. The older New Testament.
No, so yeah, I remember walking because I had no one to drive me, and I couldn't. I walked to.
Lonely, unfamous Conan.
I walked to Cedars-Sinai Hospital
with shingles. It's my favorite thing ever.
I'm the height I am now, but I'm 6'4", but I weighed about 150 pounds, and half my face was, half my pumpkin head was swollen and deformed, and I was staggering down the street to Cedars-Sinai, and it hurt so much.
Dragging a foot, going, I went to Harvard. I went to Harvard.
Someday they'll put an athletic bottom on a wingtip shoe, and I shall own it. Just chunks of my face falling off.
I'm still better than all of you.
Oh, that always goes well.
I have empathy for like kids and animals.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
It's a nice start. That's a starter kit.
It's something. That's a step in the right direction.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
they
didn't
say-
mean-
Jesus.
I didn't mean
No, they
to-
say that's
No,
what
you know what? I'm old enough to. I'll never satisfy you.
Bill,
That's a
they,
step in the right
they
direction.
say that is what would separate you from, say, a sociopath, a serial killer, is that you care about animals, you care about children. So that's good. That's good
There you
news for
go.
you today.
Because I've taken those polls. You ever see that poll? Are you a serial killer?
With a test.
Yes, I
Yeah,
have.
after the
I have
fourth-
taken that test. It has not gone well.
Yeah, exactly. After the fourth question, you're like, all right, let's. I don't need to take the rest of this.
Do you laugh
Am
at
I
the
a
pain
late-
and misery of others? I think we got that one.
If it's on TV, and I don't like. Look, I don't. I'm trying to think of something. Yeah, no, I think I do. Every time I saw that guy wipe out on his scooter, oh, it was amazing. He was this older guy.
Well, that's always funny though. People falling always.
Wait, an
makes me
older
laugh.
man was on a what? He was on a scooter?
He was on his scooter. He was riding like a Harley, and he came whipping out. It was one of those. I was on the other side of the road, and there was this concrete divider, and he was going too fast, and he couldn't make the turn, and he hit the concrete thing, and he high-sided and went like up and over, just like landed and just slid on his face.
Oh my
And I had to stop my car, right? And I was the first guy there. And he had rolled over on his back, and I walked up to him, and he was just like, unconscious, just going like, it's like spitting teeth.
Oh, get to the funny part.
The funny part is when this cop finally shows up. The guy was like fucking like 55. It's like, should you have been retired by now? When did you start becoming a cop and you're still driving a cruiser? So he pulls up and just completely could give a fuck. He just walked up to the guy. He had his hands in his pockets and he just looked over and he just goes, "You all right?" Yeah, it was.
You'll relate to this. When I was a kid, I don't know if you ever saw this, but there was some Christian network. Back then, there was nothing on TV. There were a couple of channels. There was never anything good on. And there was this show that we used to watch that was made with sort of claymation puppets called Davy and Goliath.
Oh, yeah.
And they always supposed to have a good moral about how to behave. Davy was a boy who would sometimes do naughty things, and then he'd learn his lesson, and it was put out by some association of ministers. I swear to God, my brothers and I would watch this because you would flip the channel, and they're bowling on one channel, and there's a Catholic Mass on the other channel. So you'd watch Davy and Goliath, because at least it was a story, and there was some claymation.
Right.
Anyway, Davy and Goliath go camping with the dad and the mom, and Davy goes off, and he sees a well, and... or he sees a beautiful natural pond, and he finds some paint, some raspberry paint, and he pours it into the pond, turning it all bright, red. And
it's a big bucket.
And, yeah, huge bucket. It was a little pond. And then he's laughing. He says, "Look, Goliath, I made a big thing of raspberry goop." And then the father comes in and yells at him and says, "Look what you've done." And all the animals are gathered around, and they can't drink from this pond anymore because it's been ruined. My brothers and I were laughing so hard. We were crying. We were laughing so hard. I'm telling you, I understand exactly what you're talking about. I think these animals ended up dying. And my brothers and I are on the floor laughing that Davy had said, "Look, I made a big thing of strawberry goop." It's terrible. I'm sorry, but
There's no reason to apologize.
Yeah,
they were
is.
claymation animals.
No, there is.
Like nobody
There
died.
is.
Did you ever pour raspberry paint into a pond?
No, I
So
saw
it's
that.
fine.
But if I had,
You can sit there and laugh. You know what I love is when Davey every once in a while would get into a fight and he would get the shit kicked out of him. Because it was claymation, it didn't have the money. His hair was still perfect, and then they just put a couple of strands of clay on his forehead to indicate that Davey got his ass kicked. They have no idea what we're talking about. This show was on 65 years ago.
Yeah. But I'm trying to explain our childhoods. This is what it was like back then. There's nothing to watch, nothing to do, and occasionally someone in the house would lose their temper in a way that would frighten you, and then it was never spoken about again.
Yeah. That was it. My brother, I don't know if I'd ever tell you this, my brother was like a genius, man. My parents used to argue, he had a dual cassette boombox, and he used to record the argument and then put music underneath it. And one of the greatest ones ever was he put Led Zeppelin No Quarter, which has this really, John Paul Jones plays this haunting keyboard. It was right there. It was scored perfectly because it started off slow with them going back and forth and then gradually, and just Robert Plant, close the door, put out the light. And right as Bottom's drums, came in, my dad, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Dude, and we used to listen to that fucking thing for like years. And then we finally played it for my dad, and he laughed his ass off. He's like,
Oh, he liked it.
I thought it was hilarious. He thought it was fucking hilarious. He never understood anything. We had him watch The Great Santini one time, hoping that he would get it, and he didn't. He ended up just loving the movie and just walking around going, I am the Great Santini. We're like, no,
No,
Dad,
it's
you're
about a dad who's very abusive to his son.
Yeah, who loves his family but doesn't understand that he's slowly killing everybody.
Yeah. And your dad watched that and thought, thank you for showing me
He thought
this uplifting film about how we should all behave.
It was like Sleepless in Seattle. When Harry met Sally.